everybody! Hello and welcome to Good Theory! Hi, Raiders!
Hello, Raiders! Thank you for joining us. It's Ron.
What were you guys playing on Ron's channel?
Yeah, what's up? What you doing? Oh, hey, Prometheus, I see that you gifted a sub to Ron. That's nice.
Thank you.
God, okay, who all is here? Oh, we see Homebrew Dice. Hey, playing Valmine. Oh, nice. Svenetti, hello. Chefrikis, hi. Real Robson, of course, hello. Sir.
Hello.
Hello. Who else you want to say?
I was so taken aback by the raid. Whisper Josephine, Angel Devilson, I'm probably gonna double do these little thing homebrew dice. Hi!
Ooh, Pooh Monkey. That's cute.
Pooh Monkey, where's Pooh Monkey? Pooh Monkey, oh I see. Pooh Monkey was quite a hilarious username to hear on the dungeon run last night. Hi again.
Pooh Monkey.
Thank you for the follow, Lady Tiger Claws.
You guys have tuned into our cosplay creation stream for Druidcraft Thursday. And I was trying to... What are you working on today, Jess?
Okay, so for part 4, really part 3 for me, I am continuing my work on my Yennefer costume. I have... Last week my needle broke. Hi from Brazil. Hi, Malians.
Hello.
Hello from California. I hulked, I Uggo raged and broke my needle. So somebody, there wasn't a note in it, so I'm not sure who gifted it to me, but somebody got me some pins and needles to use on the stream. So thank you so much.
I want pins and needles to see how it goes.
Hey.
Okay, cool.
And
well,
what are you creating, Alex?
I am still forever working on my Star Trek DS9 captains, or not captains, but command jacket. So last time I serged all these pieces together, and this time my plan was to start sewing them together. This would be the back panel. But then I found that I had serged them, I'd serged half of them the wrong way, so I would have had 2 left sleeves instead of, or left and right, you know?
Oh no.
So yeah, so I've had to go back, and I already went back and seam ripped and re-sewed this one. And then I was putting them together and pinning them to iron them and then sew them. And wouldn't you know it, when I pinned them, I guess my pins are just too big, it picked a little bit of the fabric. So, so I think I have to...
This is like the sewing equivalent of having tech problems.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, yeah, old-timey tech problems. So yeah, so now I have to go back. And I don't know. I think what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and I've got this side that I can press and sew, and I'll have the first back panel. It goes like right back here of the jacket. And then after that, I might just like practice doing my watercolor spots because I'm a little frustrated with the sewing aspect of this right now.
Your watercolor spots?
Yeah. So Jadzia Dax trills have spots that go from here all the way down to like their feet, basically.
And you're gonna do this on your skin?
Yeah.
Cosplay makeup stream.
Woo!
Yes.
Oh yeah, I might try to paint those and just practice that a little bit and see how the watercolor is again.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. So. Yeah, we have cool stuff to do today.
Cool stuff to do. And also, if we have time today, I would like to go through our, what are we calling it? Our international foods. What is the stream title gonna be?
It's a food challenge.
Food challenge. That's right.
It's a food challenge, and basically we're gonna be eating a lot of foods that Prometheus sent us.
Yes.
It's really the theme.
We just got one more. Let me go get it to show you guys.
So yesterday, I went to a few different Asian markets in my neighborhood, and I finally found some frozen durian. And I am so excited. I love durian. It is a challenge though, because the smell is very strong.
But the taste is good?
I think the taste is really good. Some people don't like it.
Thank you for the gift sub, Angel Devilson. That's so nice.
Thank you. Hey, Angel Devilson. Hey, Ross Dugan. Who else did I? Hey, Going Night Bulb again. Hi. So got some durian. Yeah, it's a very strong smell. I kind of find the smell to be pleasant. I think it's kind of like creamy smelling, buttery a little bit.
Creamy smelling?
Like a creamy mango, like mango cream or something.
Okay.
Maybe like a mix of banana
so
in there
maybe
too.
That should be on the bottom of our list then.
Yeah, I think that one should be early.
Yeah, not so much of a challenge.
Right. Though, I mean, I don't know. When you smell it, the thing is, the smell is so strong that they don't allow it in a lot of hotels, like in Thailand. And like you can't cross the border with it because it'll stink up the plane or stink up whatever you're in. So it was really hard to find it, but I finally found some frozen durian. And I had it in the car just for the amount of time that it took for me to get home, which was probably about 15 minutes. And then later that day, I had to get in the car again, and it still smelled like durian just from that 15 minutes of frozen durian. It was only just starting to defrost in the car.
Wow.
But I mean, that is the least of the challenges, honestly. That's gonna be pleasant.
Twinson says, just like without a jokes, I need to meet the first person to eat durian.
Yeah, right. Like, whose choice? But you know, then again, yeah, I guess if you opened it up and you smelled it, you'd probably be like, oh my god, what? But if I was starving, I would probably eat a lot of fucking different
Probably
fruit.
just desperation.
Yeah.
And
thank you, Serenity.
This stream. Oh, thank you for the gift sub. This will be streamed next Tuesday. We're thinking maybe like 7 to 9. I think Avril's gonna try to join us as well, which will be really fun. And I think we're also gonna try to stream it at my apartment this time.
On the DSLR camera,
so we can use
so it
this
looks
camera.
so pretty and shiny.
So I'm gonna move my entire setup this way and shoot into my apartment with a table, so we'll have lots of room. So here is something that Prometheus sent us. Preserved duck eggs.
Those are century eggs, right? Same deal. I think.
I don't know. It doesn't say
correct me
century
if I'm
eggs
wrong.
on it, but
I'm pretty sure century eggs and preserved duck eggs are the same thing.
Pedan eggs. Kindly eggs. There's 6. Prometheus. There's 12 eggs here.
Would you kindly eat these foods?
There's 12 goddamn eggs.
Well, we're not going to eat all of them, but I mean,
or will we?
I will eat them later. If you don't like them, then I will take them because I do like them.
You've had these?
Oh yeah, in China, we used to eat at like this buffet all the time that was near where I worked, and they had them almost every day.
Oh, so I'm getting the sense that this is not going to be very challenging for you.
Not for me. That one is probably not.
But like in general, you're pretty DTE.
Down to eat.
Thank you for the gift sub, Chafrikas. That goes out to Lady Tiger Claws, and thank you for the bits, Vanity.
Yes. Okay, so I've been thinking about this. Last night we were chatting with Prometheus on the Discord about the different things that we have, and I started to get not sick to my stomach, but like I started to feel grossed out.
About what? All the things?
Well, because on this list of things that we have tomorrow, there's silkworms, grasshoppers, grubs, Rocky Mountain oysters, which I feel not as nervous about.
Squid ink.
Balut, squid ink.
Balut. Do you have the balut? Who's the balut?
I think that April is getting the balut.
Oh, okay.
So I started to get weirded out, and then I thought, you know what? This is going to be a mind over matter thing. I'm going to have to. So I started planning like what I was going to do to be prepared for the stream. So what I think I'm going to do is eat very little that day so that I come to the stream hungry. First of all.
Okay.
And then I'm also going to, I used to be in this place in my life where there was a time in my life where I was able to like, it sounds pretty fucked up. It is pretty fucked up. I was able to convince myself that pain was pleasure. I remember going to the doctor and getting an immunization one time, getting a shot, and like convincing myself that it felt good and that it was like, that it just felt so good, you know?
Well, we're really learning a lot about Alex today, aren't we?
Really weird, right?
Alex, this is the kind of information you need to save for the after hours paid only stream.
Okay. Well, okay. So,
no, I'm kidding. Please continue. I'd love to hear more about this masochism.
I mean, I can honestly say I never have actually like delved into the world of sadomasochism, but in this time of my life, I don't know. I think I was really into meditation. I was really into like just believing yourself into happiness, which can be a really powerful thing, and I still believe that you can do that. But with great power comes great responsibility. It's a balance.
So you're saying that's what you're gonna do with this stream? You're gonna turn your pain into pleasure.
That is a plan. So I think what I'm gonna do is be like, these are a few ideas that I had for thought processes of going like, this sounds so good. The crunch is gonna be, just like chips. Oh yeah, it's like salty, yummy. Building myself up.
Seafood could be gross if you were not, if you didn't grow up with it, if it wasn't part of your normal cuisine. Cracking open a crustacean and sucking out its meat. Like crab legs are my favorite food, and I can see how if you were not civilized with that food, you would think that was disgusting.
Yeah, if you weren't, didn't grow up with that, yeah, absolutely.
Pebbles?
Yeah, and I was thinking about that was one of the thoughts I had too.
Should we try some cat meat? Pebbles.
Oh no!
Eat some kitty cat?
How dare you?
I would never.
That was my thought though too, is like, if I want to pretend like I'm a kid and my mom is giving me something that I've never tried before. And my mom's like, it's really good, you're gonna love it. Like, try it, you're gonna love it. It's really good. And then I'll be like, okay, maybe it's like the first time, I'm putting myself into like an acting mind about it.
Yeah. I'll definitely be putting myself in the I'll try anything thrice mindset. You gotta try it. It's new things, it's good for you. Does Pebbles like birds or fish? She likes to play with and kill birds. Thank you for the good luck bits, Tifrikas. She likes to hunt baby birds. She doesn't eat them, and she likes to eat fish. Her fave is salmon. Trying to get her the wet food that has salmon in it. Oh, she goes crazy. She goes crazy for any food I get her, honestly, though. The other thing that Prometheus got us recently is haggis.
I'm very excited to try this because my ancestry is mostly Scottish. And I feel like I should give haggis a try.
This is Celtic history as well, and I'm Irish.
Yeah, so there you go. I wonder if we'll want to heat it up. I would guess so, right? Like,
let's see.
Because I think haggis is eaten warm.
Heating instructions and serving suggestions. Our haggis is fully cooked and only needs heating. Saucepan for 5 minutes. Recommend traditional serving of haggis with, quote, neeps and tatties, which is Scottish turnips and rutabagas, and in the US, mashed potatoes. It's a great breakfast dish, seen often at Scottish bed and breakfasts as an accompaniment to eggs, porridge, scones, tea, and marmalade. We love it with scrambled eggs. So are we doing this like a hot sauce challenge style where we're only eating this, or are we allowed to kind of make a meal out of it?
I think we are allowed to add things to things. So for example, the century eggs, the preserved duck eggs, I will not eat them without rice.
Oh,
because I've eaten them without rice before, and it's just the flavor is like really, really strong, and it's not the way that it's really intended to be eaten, as far as I understood. But all my friends in China were like, "Oh no, don't eat it by itself. Eat it with rice." And I'm like, "Oh, well, obviously."
Do you have rice?
We have some, yeah. So, but you want to know the truth? I'm nervous to make rice for April because I'm afraid I'm not gonna do it right, and she's gonna be like, "What the fuck is this rice? It's so bad."
You know what? I just think when I have those thoughts, you know what I say to myself? She can get over it.
Okay.
She can and will get over it. Or you just go, all right, putting on my mage armor, just gonna deal with the shit that flies my way.
There you go.
You guys see, I deal with April's shitstorm constantly, so I don't even worry about offending her anymore. I'm just
Why don't you make the rice? Because she's so nice to me all the time, and I just couldn't take it.
I know, she'd be fake nice to you, which would be worse.
No,
she'd be like, Alex, you're so beautiful, I love you, and this rice is so good. And you would just know. You would just know she's faking it.
Yeah, well, with that facial expression, it's not hard to tell. It's just good.
So we should get rice and mashed potatoes. The bugs we should eat by themselves, I think.
I don't want to go to trouble of making mashed potatoes. It's so much work.
What? I like making mashed potatoes. I'll make them.
You do? Okay, you make them then.
Although I don't have a microwave. Usually I just microwave them to make them soft.
Microwave, okay.
Yeah, that's
great.
That's the trick. You poke holes in it and you put them in the microwave for like 10 minutes and they're done. Why are you saying no?
Look, girl, I'm from the South and we eat mashed potatoes all the time, and you don't put them in the microwave.
Have I given you my microwave spiel yet?
No.
Okay, this is the microwave spiel. There is this very kind of like almost archaic at this point distaste for microwaves, because when they came out in the 50s, people thought they had like radioactive waves, and housewives were like, no, we don't like this weird science-y stuff. But really, all it does is it vibrates water molecules, and that's how it cooks your food. So that's why some things with varying moistures don't cook as nicely, but it's completely safe. And a bonfire, which is this very like primal way that humans love to cook. I want to cook over an open fire. I want to cook over the flame of an oven or stovetop. Emits 500 times the amount of radiation as a microwave does. That's my spiel on microwaves.
Okay, so I just want to say I'm not anti-microwave. We own a microwave, and you don't.
I know.
So,
that's not my choice, though.
But my grandma actually taught a course in microwave cooking at the local community college.
Really? Oh my gosh, she was so ahead of her time.
Yeah, so we're into it as a family. But I don't know. I guess you're right. It doesn't matter. And to be fair, when we would do baked potatoes, we would poke holes in them, cover them with salt, and then put them in the microwave like you do.
Oh no, that's what I mean. Yeah, just bake them to get them soft, and then you mash them up.
Deal. I guess I'm just used to with mashed potatoes, like boiling them and then mashing them right there. But it doesn't really matter.
Maybe I don't put them in the microwave to mash them, now that you're saying that. Because I am thinking about boiling. So maybe I was thinking of just baked potatoes with the microwave.
I don't know. But you know what? Actually, I would feel like if you microwaved a potato to mash, the skin would be too hard for mashing. Unless, do you peel your potatoes before you mash?
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
I like skin on.
Yeah, I like skin too. Yeah, maybe I was thinking of baked potatoes. But I haven't made mashed potatoes in like over a year, so that's why I can't remember. Twinsen said, yeah, but the radiation from a fire smells a million times better. It sure does. When Alex and I went camping, I came back and all my stuff smelled like smoke, and I was like, yes, I hope this stays around. The next day it was gone, which in most cases is great, but I was very sad about it.
I feel like my coat still smells like smoke a little bit.
Really? Jealous.
Yeah, but I don't mind that.
Maybe it's because it's so fluffy.
Potatoes, boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Chicken and macaroni. Hot dog and bologna.
So with your mashed potatoes, do you put anything in them? Like, do you add cream, or do you sour cream?
I like to add. Yeah, I don't remember what I put in it, but offhand. But yeah, some kind of like cream and butter for sure.
Nice.
Probably some garlic.
Yeah. I think for this challenge we should have some basic starches around.
Yeah.
Just to help us cleanse our palates in case we don't like something. But I don't know. I don't want to not like anything. I want to like these things. Thank you for the cheer.
Yeah, maybe what we could do is we could have the starches on hand. My bangs are not cooperating today. We could have the starches on hand, try a little bit of it, kind of like how April has us try the ingredients first, and then eat it with its proper accompaniment.
Woo, man, I don't know. Depends on what it is, if I can take more than one bite.
Yeah, no, one bite is all I'm thinking.
But you said try it without and then try it with. So that's 2 bites, right?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like, you don't think you could take more than 1 bite of certain things?
I don't know. Yeah, you're saying is I'll try anything twice. I never said that. You said thrice. But I mean, I like to think that I tried. I don't know. It depends on how the day is going.
All right,
my stomach is feeling.
You put the bomb in your mouth twice, so I don't even know what you're saying right now.
Yeah, but that
you have.
There's no texture.
Taste buds of steel.
That's just like pure pain. It's like pain endurance. Whereas the other is like
true. Texture is a big
mental fortitude. You know, it's like I really do feel like it is like because last night when we were talking about the stuff on the chat on Discord, and I was kind of psyching myself out, Andy was baking us amazing, delicious steaks at the same time. And I remember he put the steak in front of me, and I looked at it and I went, ugh, because I was in the mindset of ugh, you know. And that's when I was like, oh, this is so mental. If I think that this is gross right now, it's all in my head. I just need to get my head right. So the day of, you'll probably hear me say stuff like, I'm excited. Ooh, it's gonna be yummy. Yeah, let's do it. You know, like it's kind of like before you go on a roller coaster. I don't know if you do this, but a lot of times before I go on a roller coaster, I'll like laugh or be really silly.
Oh yeah, when we get to the top, I'll just be like, ah! And start screaming before it goes down, just to like get my lungs already doing it, and I feel like that helps.
My god! I don't know if I would like to sit next to you on a roller coaster.
I love roller coasters.
My friends really like roller coasters. Andy loves roller coasters.
I like to be scared. I just get like I'm like a junkie for like
adrenaline,
challenging myself, like doing shit that makes me uncomfortable. Yeah.
I'm also, I don't think I'm at that level. I would say I am also a person who enjoys challenging themselves and doing things and being in like an unfamiliar situation. But I can't say that I like being scared.
Do you like horror movies?
I like horror movies because I know it's a movie, you know, like I can leave it and be like,
would you ever play Ouija in a graveyard?
Yeah, I don't really believe in ghosts. So,
Alex, I mean, you know I'm trying to get a ghost best friend.
I'm sorry.
What the hell?
Okay,
hey, if there's any ghosts in here, don't listen to Alex. I believe in you.
It's not really so much, let me revise that. It's not so much that I don't believe in ghosts. It's more that I don't believe that ghosts are like out to get us. I don't believe in evil forces that can like affect me or whatever. Like I think that there's probably like interdimensional crossover and like, I don't know. I believe in like that it's a interdimensional thing, you know? I believe in the multiverse.
I think that's true. I only heard that recently that ghosts could be perhaps transdimensional us.
Yeah.
Because we can't, you know, like if time is not linear, then we can't even fathom that we would be in a different or in the same place in a different time. And I don't know, the whole evil thing, I want to agree with you, but then why do I get scared of them is the thing. I guess I do believe that they could affect us in some way. Like they could knock shit off the walls or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, in my logical brain, in my okay but science brain, I'm like, when I'm in a dark hallway and I think I see like a shadow in the wall or a figure, if I break that down, the reason I'm scared is because there's something unknown ahead of me and it could potentially be a threat. That doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be otherworldly, but because I can't explain what it might be, you know, it's even scarier, you know? So I think the fear for me is broken down like that. But so horror movies I'm okay with, especially like, well, some gore and stuff I'm really into, like
you are into?
I am, like The Thing. I love that movie so much.
I just watched The Thing for the first time.
Oh my god, you did recently?
Yeah, I watched it like 2 weeks ago for the first time.
Yeah,
the creatures in the end, like the guy when his head comes up, I was covering my eyes. I was screaming.
But in a good way. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
The visual effects were just amazing. Like and it holds up so well.
Totally holds up 100%. Yeah, and that's the thing about that kind of gore or like body horror is I've done a little bit of special effects makeup myself, like just the very scratching the surface. And now that I know, like, oh, they must have had to like build this whole thing, and they had to build a mold for this and blah blah blah, and paint it, and
like reset everything too. There was actually something that I saw where I was like, there's no fucking way they could have reset that. I think it was when he
that had to be one take, right?
When he like pulled apart the creature and it kind of like ripped his skin or something, and it was so like detailed. I was like, I really don't think they made 2 of those or multiple of those. I think they were like, we're doing some practice runs, and then you gotta fucking get it right, because this is it.
And imagine it was all on film back then too, so it's like if there was like a little fuzz on the gate, you were screwed.
Film
thousands of dollars.
Filmmaking must have been so much more high pressure back then.
Oh, absolutely. But yeah, so to bring it back, I appreciate special effects. I don't really get scared by like ghosty stuff. I mean, but then I'm not a huge fan of haunted houses.
Oh, I love haunted
because
houses.
I don't like jump scares. I don't like to be like that. Because your hiccup was terrifying. No, I don't like things to jump out at me, or especially like things to touch me unknown. It's such an uncomfortable feeling.
If I scared you, would you be mad at me?
Probably. It depends on how you scared me and where and when.
In your house, I just got and I scared you.
Did I know you were in my house before?
Yeah.
So we were hanging out, and then you just like hanging out.
But it was nighttime. You're getting ready for bed. You're taking your makeup off, and then I'm hiding around the corner. Yeah.
Okay. Well, first of all, that's super fun. We're having a sleepover. So the mood is light, and we're having. That's fine. I think that would be fine. But don't do it. No,
I'm startled so easily that you could scare me without even trying. Seriously.
Really?
Yeah, my ex used to do it all the time.
I feel like I'm pretty easily startled too, like jumped, you know? Because I feel like if you're not easily startled, there's something in your brain all the time that's like aware that someone could be jumping out at you. And I don't want to have to live with that vigilance. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's fair.
I like to be relaxed in my space and in my body and just like living my life. But you know, the only way that I'm not scared is if I'm like waiting and gritting my teeth and like, and, you know, squeezing my abs.
Yeah, what does that say about you if you're just never scared?
I think it could say a lot of things. Either you have you've been through a lot of scary situations and you have like trained yourself to not be scared, or nothing is as scary as the things you've already seen. Maybe.
Ooh. Yeah, maybe if I was like maybe if I was what's his face from Westworld, Ed, what's his name? The guy in the black hat. Ed Harris. If I was Ed Harris in Westworld, if I was that guy, I would be scared of shit.
You wouldn't be scared.
You wouldn't be scared of shit. No, if somebody was like, bah! From around the corner, I'd shoot them with my gun. And I'd be like, oh, well, you scared me, so.
The danger of like scaring someone is, my instinct too is to reach out, push away, hit, you know, like, and I don't want to.
Oh, so you have a fight response as opposed to flight.
Maybe it depends.
Because mine's flight, I think. Unfortunately, I wish I had a fight response. I wish I was like, boof. But instead I'm like,
depends on the situation. But I definitely, I don't know why I'm conflating this in my head. I'm thinking of like when I've been tickled before. I cannot, I hit, I lash out, I knee, and I don't mean to, but I can't help myself.
Tickling, I think, is a little different because that's not like a scary thing, you know?
You know, it's been a while since I've been scared like that because I don't put myself in positions to be scared like that often. Like, I enjoy a haunted hayride because I can be in like the middle of the cart and nothing's gonna touch me. And I know there's people around, you know, I feel like a certain amount of safety and distance from the scary things. But one of those houses where you have to walk through and things jump out at you.
Oh, yeah. I like those.
I don't
and
like
it takes a lot, I think, to scare me now because I've been in so many of them. You know what's weird? The scariest haunted house I've ever been in was outside of Cedar Point in Ohio. Like, I don't remember how far out, maybe a half an hour out. There was this really, really random haunted house. I think that was there year round. And there were no real people in it. Instead, they had blow up things. Like things that would blow up, like of air, and touch you and like squeeze you in.
Ew,
and like pop out at you. And for whatever reason, that was so terrifying. In a good way. I was like, oh my God, this is actually scaring me. You know, because people, I'm always like, there's always some measure of, well, I know you can't touch me. I know you can't really do anything. You know,
really?
Like I know you're paid to be here.
I don't know. I'm kind of like, who can get these jobs? Like, I know so many people who I've worked in restaurants with who worked at Hollywood Horror Nights.
Yeah, Elena did.
So many people that I know have worked there. So and you know, all the people that I know are obviously good people and whatever. But like, I'm sure it wouldn't be that hard for a bad person to get a job there, you know, like.
That's what you think? You're like, I'm gonna get the one bad person who's gonna actually hurt me.
I don't know.
Your fear?
Maybe somebody's looking to, you know, if you enjoy scaring people, that might be just like I enjoy scaring people. I ran a haunted house one year in college. I like designed it, we painted it, we built it and everything. It was so fun. So I like being on that end of it. But, so I mean, just putting that before what I'm going to say now, there's also people who enjoy scaring people who are actually fucking psychopaths and, you know, maybe don't have the best intentions. So like, what if many of those people are working at this haunted house and they take this opportunity to live out their dream or whatever.
That's so funny. Someone. I've never thought of that before. I've never even considered the possibility that someone would be nefarious. Did I ever tell you about my real ghost encounter?
No.
Or almost real ghost encounter?
Should we get into the crafting?
Yes, let's do that, and then I'll tell you about my ghost encounter.
Okay. I actually need to.
Wrong one.
Oopsie.
Oopsie.
Oopsie doops.
Don't look at that. Don't look at the man behind the curtain.
You know what? I'll seam rip while I do this because, as I told you, I did everything backwards.
I now have pins, so I'm gonna pin my feathers.
Okay, so you've got a real scary ghost.
Yes. So I shot a movie at an abandoned prison in Louisiana, and
oh wait, you
have I told you this?
Maybe you have, but I can't remember. So please.
And there was the whole thing was abandoned, but there was an area where the hospital used to be, or like where they would, you know, take medical patients. And we went in there. It was pitch black, no light. Me and one of the other actors, and we just went in there to like scare ourselves, to creep ourselves out. And like I said, no light. We've hooked elbows like this walking in, and we're really quiet. We can't really see it. We can make out very vague shapes in the distance.
This is like the mental ward of a prison.
I don't know specifically mental ward, but medical wing. But like there's hospital beds and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. And we're walking in, kind of like spooking ourselves out, being like, oh my God, this is so scary. Oh my god, I can't see anything. Can you see anything? And then all of a sudden we both stop because we feel that there is a presence right in front of. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. There was some like I don't know. It wasn't specifically human at first. I sensed that there was something I might run into, and I don't think that there was anything to run into because we had been in there before in the daylight, and it was just like a hallway. And so I stopped and I went, "Do you? Is there something right in front of us?" And he said, "I don't know. I can feel it too." And I was like, "Oh my god, is there somebody there? Let's go." And I had a full panic attack. Full panic attack. Like, I got outside, I was hyperventilating. I was so scared. I've never been that scared before.
Terrifying.
And up until that point, I had only had like one panic attack before, so that was not fun. But yeah, I don't know if it was a spirit or not, but it felt like there was something real, and there was somebody with me that also felt that. So that's the closest ghost encounter I have. I love ghost stories, but sadly that's the only one I have of my own experience.
You got the feeling that somebody was
there. I didn't see anything. But man, I've heard so many ghost stories that I definitely believe.
I love ghost stories. I think they're so fun, but I don't know. I like to, I don't know. I think I do the thing that a lot of people do. A lot of people do where, what is English? Where, somebody tells a story and you try to
rationalize it in
your head. And, that's not all that fun, but I don't know. I the best is when you can't rationalize something,
Yeah.
And it's not like I want to be like, oh, that didn't happen to you. I just want to be like, how could that happen? Like, what? I want the answer to be that there are ghosts or that there are aliens.
Yeah.
Like.
Oh yeah, with aliens especially, I definitely am very critical, but I really like hearing about it. Have you heard the Joe Rogan?
Oh, you're critical about
podcast?
Aliens more than ghosts.
So I am not critical that aliens exist. I think that it would be silly to think that they don't exist, but I am more critical of alien sightings because I just think it's so unlikely that an alien would come here in the first place, and second, that our stupid ass government would be able to cover that up.
Wait, but if you saw them, then they wouldn't be able to cover it up, right? I mean,
an alien?
They wouldn't have covered it up. That would be, the opposite of covering it up if you saw and experienced it, right?
Well, there are plenty of people who have so-called alien encounters. Like, I saw one in the woods, a UFO touched down in my backyard, that kind of thing.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that, like, don't you think that people generally being like, that's crazy, that's not real, like, okay, it's aliens, sure, is enough of a cover-up, like,
oh, you think
people
that
not believing?
You think that's orchestrated?
I think it definitely, the government has used that in many ways, to cover up many things over its history. Like for example, the government's spying on you. Oh, you're freaking crazy. Of course they're not spying on us. But then we find out, like,
Sure.
Yeah, our cell phones can pick up everything. And,
right.
You know what I mean? Like,
well, this is the thing about aliens is I was really on board with the math that somebody had done one time on the internet that I saw, where it was like they really broke down exactly how unlikely it is that aliens would ever come here, just based on the sheer size of the universe, the size of our galaxy, the speed of light, all of these factors.
I was just reading a Reddit thread about that.
And so I was like, yeah, I believe, aliens definitely exist because the universe is so insanely big. There's no way that we're the only fucking living creatures,
right?
Intelligent life form. But after hearing the Joe Rogan podcast with the guy who worked at
oh yeah, he saw the Tic Tac thing.
The Tic Tac thing?
Like a little white. Yeah, he saw the quickly moving thing and.
No.
Anyway, sorry, you're telling this story, not me.
No, I'm actually thinking of the guy who worked at Area 50. Was it Area 51? Is that what it's called?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he worked at Area 51, and he details seeing all of these crafts and like alien forms, and talks about how the government, how much they have tried to sabotage him because he has this information, he's being public with it, and how they've basically successfully curated this perception that this guy's crazy, and that he doesn't know what he's talking about, and that he's just
that's
making
what I'm
shit
talking
up.
about. It's like, you know, it's really easy. I mean, putting a spin on something is super easy for our government and our media to do. Like just look at coverage of violence against people of color. You know, it's like the way that they highlight, you put a good picture, a nice, pristine picture of the killer, but they like put a really crappy, candid picture of the person who was actually murdered, or you know, and then they talk about that person's drug use or whatever. It's like all very like slight things that you don't notice until you start noticing them.
And it's so believable too, because even like it just made me think of the Britney Spears documentary. Even something as stupid as pop news and tabloids can be so can be so misconstrued for an agenda.
Oh, absolutely.
That, I mean, I'm sure they would go to great care to cover up aliens.
Aliens. Well, I had an experience one time. I don't know if it was alien, but at the time I thought it was. Now, well, I'll tell you what it was. I think I already had it probably, but my dad and I were at Myrtle Beach. My whole family was there, and we were staying at this place that was like on the shore. And my dad and I were talking, looking out over the balcony and just talking. It was probably when I was like 11 or 12 years old. And suddenly we both saw 3 red lights in a triangle shape out over the water.
Ooh.
And we were like, what is that? And my dad was in the Air Force. And I said, is that a plane? He goes, no, it's not a plane. And it wasn't moving. It was just sitting still. And then we were just kind of watching it and talking about it. Like, what the hell? And then suddenly it went. Whoop. So to my eyes, it was up and to the right.
Whoa.
And disappeared. Just whoop, gone. So, my dad and I were both like, oh my God, did you see an alien craft? That was insane.
Yeah.
Here's the weird things about it though. A few years later, I asked him if he remembered that. First, he said he didn't. Then he said, oh, I was probably just messing with you, which really pisses me off. And also, that wasn't really our relationship. He wasn't the type to be like, hey, I'm lying to you about what this thing is. Haha, got you. Like he was always really straightforward with me and never really like did that shit. So
okay, so sus so far.
Sus. So now my theory is there really was aliens, or because this 3 lights in the sky thing is really common, and red lights in the sky, that experience is really common too. A lot of people experience that. My other theory is that it was government drones that they were testing before drones were really a thing.
Well, there's been quite a few SpaceX lights that have gone up that look legit like aliens here. Yeah,
totally. And in South Carolina, in that area, there's like military bases not that far off, so it wouldn't be that surprising. So.
How old were you?
I think I was like 11 or 12.
Okay. So your memory is reliable at that point.
Pretty reliable.
It's not like you were 7, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Anywho. But I don't think I've ever really had any ghost experiences. I don't know. I talked a big game about about not being scared of that kind of stuff, but I think my go-to way of being when I get scared in a situation like that is to put on a really tough air. Like,
nothing can hurt me. If I don't believe in it, then it can't hurt me.
Yeah, exactly. And also like to not allow my mind to run away with the fear, because just like I was talking about with the food thing, your mind is really powerful in convincing you of what is real and what's not. It convinced me that my steak was gross last night,
Yeah.
So a lot of times if I get scared, I go like, oh, I'm not scared. I'll laugh or something. I remember being at like a theme park where it was like a spooky theme park, and people were like running up to you and stuff like that, and I was like, oh, I noticed that they were running up to the people who looked like they were really scared.
Yeah. Cool, they're more fun.
Yeah. So I like puffed out my chest and was like looking them right in the eye.
I'm fucking scared.
Come at me, ghost.
See,
little skeleton.
And that's like, because I like to be scared, I would probably clock that too and be like, I'm gonna make myself look like I'm gonna get more scared. So they come and scare me. I'm just a scared little girl.
Yeah. You have to seam rip all of this.
Chat, do you have any fun ghost or alien stories? I'd love to hear.
Please. Oh, hey, J-Rock, what's up?
Hi, J-Rock. Hi, Paleo Gaming.
Rita says, my great-grandmother was a medium, and I've had some really surreal experiences myself.
Let's hear about it.
Tell us. Yeah. And, like I said, while I'm skeptical, I also am, like, hopeful that it's real. I would rather it be real than not. Because that's way more fun. If ghosts and otherworldly, I do believe aliens are real. But if it's all real, that just makes life a lot more interesting, right?
Yeah,
there's more than what we know.
Well, yeah, I like the idea of us not knowing everything.
Me too. I was gonna say, I read a thing about aliens recently, on that Reddit thread, that was like, if aliens have visited us, or if they do visit us, they probably won't or haven't made contact, but have rather treated us the way that we treat animals that we're studying. So if you think about like, what we do to animals that we study, and we shoot a dart in their neck and they pass out, and then we like tag their ear and do some tests on them or whatever, and then we put them back where we found them, and they're all drugged up, and then they go about their lives. So if you think about like a lot of alien encounter stories, people, they black out basically. They're kind of hazy, and then they end up back where they were, like fine, but also just feeling a little violated.
Well, another thing that kind of on that note that makes me skeptical of alien sightings and alien encounters is, I think in order for that to happen, there has to be some technology that is literally unfathomable to us, because it means that they could travel faster than the speed of light potentially, or some other kind of technology that we just have no awareness of yet. Fourth
or above dimensional beings.
Yeah, like, exactly.
In which case we have no idea how to fathom a 4-dimensional object moving through 3-dimensional space.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, you see like a squishy little guy who just shows up and, throws up a hand sign? Like, probably not.
He's throwing gang signs.
Hello.
West side.
Prometheus says, one time, the closest I've been to seeing a real ghost is the one time I slept overnight in a cemetery on a dare.
Oh,
Okay.
spooky. Oh, spooky, spooky.
Thank you for the follow, 34FG.
Thank you.
Please tell us more. You can't just
you
get
can't just,
off the
that's
hook.
not the end of the story. Yeah, you gotta keep going with that. Wow. So you did it on a dare. Stay the night in a cemetery. Man.
And yes, Paleo Gaming, that's a great point. If that were the case, we would literally be unable to perceive them at all. Right. Like if they were trans-dimensional beings.
Right. I mean, like we can kind of get an idea of what a fourth dimensional object would look like moving through three-dimensional space, but even that is not perfect and definitely still frustrating to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine fifth and sixth and seventh and all,
God, yeah.
all of the many dimensions that are possible. You're right. We couldn't even imagine how to imagine.
and who knows? Like maybe they can make themselves appear in our dimension, just like, a third dimensional being could appear obviously in a two-dimensional space, but
well, yeah, but I mean, like if you think a third dimensional being
would look the same
occurring in a three-dimensional space, in a two-dimensional space, yeah, it'd be like, if you were looking at a balloon going through a two-dimensional space.
Thank you for the subline, Seer. 3 months.
Yay! If you think about a three-dimensional object moving through two-dimensional space, it's like when you see those what is that, like a CAT scan where you like kind of scan a human body one layer at a time.
Yeah.
And or like if you were doing a balloon, it would be like it would start as a dot and then turn into a circle that was big and then go back into a circle and a dot. So like that doesn't look like a balloon. Like you don't look at that and go, oh, balloon. But
yeah, so that's why it's so unlikely that they would look like a humanoid.
Yeah. If they are four-dimensional.
Yeah. All right, so we have some answers in the chat here. Chefrikus says, I saw an old woman sitting in a rocking chair at my house while no one was home who looked familiar. I told my parents and described her, and my dad showed me a photo of his Yaya, who died before I was born, and it freaked me out. It was totally her. I was maybe 13 years old. Wow. I've heard stories similar to that of seeing like deceased grandparents and not really knowing until somebody's, points it out or it makes you aware of who it was. Prometheus says it was a columbarium, so there were all these photos of dead people interred there staring at me all night. What is a columbarium?
Yeah, I've never heard of that actually.
Apparently there's lots of photos of dead people though, so that much we know. First I wanted to say I read another Reddit thread recently that was like, it was like, what's the creepiest thing your kid has ever said to you? And there were so many stories of like kids with past lives.
Knowing things, past lives, or knowing things from their relatives or whatever, having like interactions with dead relatives.
That's freaky deaky. That is some freaky deaky shit. That shit I do kind of like almost believe.
Yeah, I mean I can't explain it. That's for sure. It's pretty wild, dude. I mean, like the afterlife is just such a mystery.
It is. It is. If there is an afterlife, I hope there is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, stuff like that makes it seem like there is something after life. Like I can't say for sure, but if kids are able to communicate with and just know things that old family members who are long dead knew.
I'm gonna start a poll. Okay. Do you believe in the afterlife? Yes.
Maybe we should start with believing ghosts.
Okay.
Oh, no, do whatever you want. I don't know.
Okay. Yes. No. I only believe in ghosts. I have a ghost friend. I am a ghost.
So you want a ghost friend?
I do want a ghost friend.
Okay, so
I think that'd be really cute.
My parents used to say that we had a ghost friend in our house.
Okay, sounds like I need to come over. That's where I'm gonna
So,
get my ghost friend.
Our house that I grew up in is over 100 years old.
Whoa.
It's about 150 years old now.
Amazing. Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. And the guy, so we bought the house from the son of the guy who originally, I think, built the house, actually, Mr. Johnston. And his son Tommy was just a really sweet guy. He was like closeted gay guy living in, the Bible Belt. He would wear all these like just immaculate rings, and like he was an organist, so he reminded me a lot of Liberace. And anyway, so yeah, the house was old, and every now and then, it would like shift, or the door wouldn't fit quite right because it would like just like I don't know, it would move. Old houses do that a lot. But so my parents would always say, like, whenever a door would just randomly open, that it was Mr. Johnston.
Wow.
Coming in to say hi. But he was nice. He wasn't, a bad ghost. He was, and I think that also
that probably informed your not being scared of ghostness.
Totally. Because I was like, oh, ghosts are good.
Yeah, just casual ghosts hanging out in the house.
They're just hanging out. They lived in this house for their whole life, so why would they leave after they die?
It'd be so awful, I think, to be a ghost stuck in a house. Also, we poll results are in. No and I am a ghost are tied for do you believe in the afterlife. So thank you for that.
Glad to see that we have some ghost representation in our chat.
We have an answer from Prometheus. Singapore is such a small island that they don't bury people. They incinerate everyone, just store the urns in shelves of little cubbies. So that's where you spent the night? Wow.
Definitely a more reasonable and eco-friendly method of dealing with bodies.
Is it not eco-friendly to bury bodies?
No, it's not. Apparently human bodies are pretty toxic.
Really?
Actually. Yeah, they're not, we like have all kinds of fucking chemicals and stuff in us, and really can mess up. Well, plus, I mean, like, if you think about and if you think about the way that we, dispose of bodies,
like pumping them up. Ugh. I told my parents, do not embalm me.
Yeah,
do not dare fill up my body with fluids for absolutely no reason.
Yeah. I always it's so expensive too. It's like so expensive to make me look like I'm still alive, and even then it doesn't look right. It never does.
That's just big funeral trying to make more money. Like,
yeah, right.
Literally just stick me in a refrigerator until I'm ready for you to say goodbye, and then turn me into a tree.
Yeah, actually, that's so funny that you say turning me into a tree, because that was always what I would tell my parents too. Like, I want to be buried in one of those little eco-friendly things that'll grow into a tree. But yeah, I don't know. I did read that thing about our bodies being toxic, so I don't know if a tree would actually grow well from this.
Whisper Josephine says, good luck finding a funeral home who will give you a green burial. Yeah, if a funeral home won't do it because they're being assholes, then just take me out to Joshua Tree and set me on fire.
Wow. Yeah, how do we get the legal paperwork for that?
That's definitely not legal. Chifrika says, throw me in the trash. That's disgusting. Also, Whisper Josephine says, when my son was 2 or 3, a boy from church died. My son had never met him, as the boy had been sick and not in church for many years. The day the boy died, I was driving home with my son, and he said, hi, Bobby. Bobby was the name of the boy who had died.
Oh my God.
That's the kind of stuff that makes me believe.
So crazy.
And Chafika says, I have really clear memories of chatting with my great-grandma walking home from the bus stop and telling her about my day. But her voice is in my head, if that makes sense, from when I was really young.
Huh.
Yeah. I wonder how toxic our bodies are if you don't embalm them.
I wonder. Yeah.
I wonder. Where's that from?
Sleeping Beauty.
Ah. Sleeping Beauty? Oh, yes. I heard you say Beauty and the Beast.
Does it turn into I know you?
Does it?
No, I'm trying to remember if that was the verse of that.
I know Would anybody be interested in us doing like a Disney themed stream?
What would we do?
I don't know. Well, we should definitely do a Disney themed cooking stream because Lexi loves Disney.
Oh yeah, fun.
But I don't know. Play Kingdom Hearts with Chris.
I think of other stuff. So my mom said that she had an experience before where there was an old lady who lived across the street from us with her family, and she died. And my mom said that the day that she died, she wasn't aware that she had died yet, but she had that morning earlier. Mom saw her out in the yard, like walking around.
Whoa.
And she waved to her and was like, hey. And then kept going. And then later she found out that early that morning, before she even woke up, the woman had died.
That is creepy crawlies.
Creepy crawlers.
That reminds me of stories I've heard about oh my god, I can't think of it now. I have a book on it. When you astral projection.
Ooh.
And those stories are very convincing to me.
Yeah.
Like when people, like I had a friend whose mom casually astral projected and like described it to my friend, and she was like, Mom, that's not normal. Like people don't do like you astral project.
She just like had these experiences without even trying.
Yeah, she was like, oh yeah, after I go to sleep sometimes I kind of like wake up and step out of my body, and I'll go down and like shut off any lights that were left on, or I'll check on you guys, or sometimes I'll go over to the neighbor's house and sit on their bench. And she was like, no mom, not everybody does that. That's not a normal dream.
Wow.
Actually, that'd be kind of fun. It's Sarah, my friend Sarah. She's hysterical. Not Sarah Montez, different Sarah. That would be fun to hear that story.
Yeah, that would be really fun. Do another divination stream.
Yeah, like dreams and
astral projecting
energy.
Is an interesting one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also our neighbor was throwing out a bunch of books, and I got some books about astrology last night.
Oh, okay.
There's one about the ruling planet, and I was kind of going through it.
What's your ruling planet?
My ruling planet is Venus.
Venus, the planet of love.
Rocket number 9.
Were you Sailor Venus?
I was definitely Sailor Jupiter.
Which one's Jupiter? Is she green?
Yeah, green with the brown hair. And you were probably like a Mars.
I was gonna say I liked Mars.
Yeah.
I wasn't really into Sailor Moon. I think it was like a little, I don't know, for some reason my sisters and I loved all the girly shows, especially ones that had like multiple girls so you could try to like
you
be.
Could choose your own, yeah.
Yeah, but for some reason Sailor Moon just really passed us by, as did the Spice Girls. We weren't into the Spice Girls either.
That is hard to believe.
Yeah.
I was really into Spice Girls.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I was pretty into Sailor Moon. My best friend growing up was more into Sailor Moon, like actually watching it, but I was into like practicing drawing the characters and stuff. Like I tried to master the anime style and stuff. Of course I didn't, but but it was fun.
Oh, we did have a comment back that I wanted to acknowledge, which is Twinsons was wondering about the camping stream from Lexi. I think she's working on editing it, so she might premiere it on Monday, because it turns out they couldn't get service. So Dan's a filmmaker, her roommate, Phantom Hands. And so he probably filmed something nice for her, and they'll probably show it on Monday. But I don't know, I haven't checked it in a minute.
She took a lot of videos on her own too, so I think they're just editing it together. So, but it will come out. The promise will go through. Don't worry.
Yeah, she's probably just busy.
Oh, so one time we did a Ouija board in my house.
Fun.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that was allowed in the South.
Yeah, actually, it's weird. Sometimes my parents were like, beware about things, and then sometimes they were like, oh, that's fine. They don't care. My mom was always kind of like, mind over matter. Don't let things scare you. I think because she was often made to be afraid growing up about various things because of the church.
Is your mom pretty liberal at this point?
Yeah, she is actually. She always ends up voting liberal, and Dad ends up voting conservative, and they vote against each other. They cancel each other.
That's my parents too.
So I'm like, yeah, that's good. But yeah, so she actually was into like tap dancing growing up, and the church guilted her about it because dancing was.
What?
So she quit dancing.
My God! Imagine God being mad that a little girl was tap dancing. Can you imagine a God like that?
Angry at that, like I don't like it.
Unbelievable.
She's having too much fun.
Yeah, give me a fucking break.
It really pisses me off when I think about that. And I'm like, she loves tap dancing, and then she just stopped doing it.
Aww, poor mama.
Dang, judgy people.
Ouija boards are super popular in the South. See, I would have thought they wouldn't be because of the whole Christian aspect of it. Because I knew growing up, I got my hands on a Ouija board, and I had a friend who was Catholic who wouldn't even. She got mad at me when I wanted to play it.
Interesting.
Because her family was so against it.
Well, I remember. I think to answer the question about them being, or to respond to the thing about them being popular in the South, I think it is like forbidden, so they sell more of them,
Oh, okay.
I remember actually my neighbors, who are the younger people who are my age are still my friends. We talk all the time. But their mom was not religious, and she was like into spiritual stuff, and she owned a Ouija board. And I remember I was over at their house all the time. So one time I was over, and we took the Ouija board down, and we were gonna play with it. And the mom freaked out. She was like, "Don't mess with this. It could be dangerous. Don't mess with this." And I was like, "Oh."
It was made by Hasbro. It's not gonna be dangerous.
You know, right? Well, I think that the one she had was like an antique one. So it might have also been like, "Don't mess up my antique thing."
Oh yeah. I mean, hey, I can't say I wouldn't do the same thing as a mom. Be like, "Ooh, that's dangerous. You're gonna call the spirits," and everything. Like, get your fucking Dorito hands off my antique. This is
dangerous because it costs $200, and I'll literally kill you if you break it.
This is worth more than your life.
But we actually, my family owned a Hasbro version of the Ouija board, and we did it one time at a girl's sleepover. And we asked the ghost, Mr. Johnson, if there was any treasure in the house. And the response was, "Under you." So we went into our basement because we had like an underground, like dirt wall basement. We looked all over that place to try to find the freaking treasure.
You cuties.
But we didn't find any. It was just, damp and smelled like dirt.
Do you think you can move your camera a little bit closer to your sewing? Or your seam ripping? I guess it's not. I was like, what are you doing over there? It's interesting.
Yeah, I'm just undoing the work that I did before because I sewed it on the wrong side. So.
Prometheus says you just didn't dig down far enough. Gotta go back.
Yeah, I guess not. And there were some crevices in that underground place that were just a little too creepy to go into, spiders and stuff. So I didn't really put my whole effort into it. We would always find really cool stuff around the house though that felt like treasure. Like I remember I would dig up like old bottles.
Oh yeah? I guess being in a house that old.
Yeah, I would find like little keys and stuff.
What?
Yeah, it was really, really cool. A lot of really cool old stuff. And there was like at the very edge of our property, there's an old donkey barn. So the guy, Mr. Johnston, used to raise donkeys there, and specifically donkeys. And it was like this old ramshackle shack, and I don't know, all kinds of cool old farming equipment in it and stuff, like scythes and rusted shit. It's super great for being a kid and just like adventuring. Really
yeah,
fun.
I wish I had more of that. We didn't really have too many old houses where I grew up. They were probably all built in the 80s.
Well,
maybe?
when would people have migrated out to Michigan.
Oh.
I don't know about the history of Michigan much at all.
Well, the history of Michigan is Native American.
Right.
And they didn't really teach us that
Well,
in
the
school,
history of
so...
everywhere is in the U.S. is Native American.
That's true. That is true. I guess I was trying to think of like what the oldest stuff that we have in Michigan. I guess it is like Native American artifacts.
Yeah, the oldest. So do you have like Native American structures out there and stuff?
I don't
or
know
more of like...
if we have structures that are preserved, but we do have paintings that are preserved. There's a place called Painted Rock.
Cool.
But as far as you know, Americans moving in, I don't really know.
White people?
I don't, yeah.
as far as the colonizers coming.
I don't know when the white people came in. Actually, I don't really know that much about the history of Michigan myself.
Well, I think that there was a big a Polish immigration, right? Because both you and Lexi are of Polish descent and from Michigan. Yeah,
and I know that Holland is a big Dutch community as well.
Holland is, you mean country Holland?
There's a city called Holland. I mean, that's the Tulip Festival. It's your figures took a Michigan history class in college and you remember nothing. Great, so I don't feel as bad.
Must not be that interesting, the history.
Well, it's like learning about your own state in college age was probably really uninteresting. I was like, I want to learn about the world.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit about Michigan?
We covered a lot in like 3rd grade about North Carolina.
I'm sure we did too, like at a younger age we learned about Michigan, but...
Yeah, I remember we learned there was a lot of emphasis on lighthouses.
On lighthouses?
Yeah, because the Outer Banks are on the coast of North Carolina, and all these different lighthouses. You're supposed to learn different ones. I'm pretty sure, like, I know that Ocracoke is the little white one, and I think Cape Hatteras is the one with the... It's either the one with the spiral or the one with the diamonds. Where's my NC people? Where's Brandy LA? Where's Hadrian?
Well, Whisper Josephine just said, I think the French came around the early 1700s to Michigan? You think so? That early? That seems pretty early for Michigan.
1700s? Yeah, that does feel early. But late? They said late?
Because I guess it wouldn't be that early because the New England was settled in what, the 1600s?
Well, 1776, the Declaration of Independence was signed, right?
So we probably were hanging out for about 100 years before that, right? Let's see. When... I
mean, if it was in the late 1700s and it was 1790s, let's say, then that would have only been 20 years.
Jamestown, Virginia was settled in 1607. Massachusetts, 1620.
See what Google went Michigan was settled.
I'm on it. Okay. 1668. The first permanent European settlement in Michigan was founded in 1668 at Sault Ste. Marie by Jacques Marquette. Yeah, there's a lot of French names in Michigan as well.
Yeah.
Sault Ste. Marie, Marquette. Those are both very French.
Huh. That's earlier than I assumed.
Let's see. The British gained control of Michigan after the French and Indian War in 1763. So that's probably what we're thinking of. Like, there might have been, like, settlements there, but the movement of Americans across into Michigan probably wasn't until later.
Michigan boom, when Michigan became a popular place to live.
And Sault Ste. Marie is basically Canada. Like, this is Michigan. It's up here.
Oh, I see.
It's, like, not even in the Lower Peninsula, so.
Huh. The UP, the Uper.
Upery. Oh, the UP.
Oh, the UP.
You still gotta read that. I really think you should read that play, Escanaba and the Moonlight by Jeff Daniels. Yeah, haven't I talked about that?
I don't think so.
Jeff Daniels is from Michigan, and he wrote a play called Escanaba and the Moonlight, and it's about a bunch of guys who were up in the UP in a cabin, and it's written like this, and it's like, you know, kind of like the jargon of that, and it's pretty funny, and he made a movie out of it too.
That's awesome. I was talking
Go
to my
ahead.
dad. I was talking to my dad yesterday, and he was telling me about he met up with like a distant cousin that he hasn't seen in a long, or I guess his first cousin that he hasn't seen in a long time, and that this person who I have never met or heard of until now is a school teacher, so is really really interested in history, I guess, and knows a lot about the history of our family, and. Dad was like, so back in the Civil War, he was traveling, da 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 da, and I was like, so what side were they on? He was like,
Oh.
Confederate, and I was like,
Oh no. I know. Well, you know what? You are not your history, so.
Thank you.
I am
Trying
from
to
the
remember
north,
that.
so I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
I just my ancestors just probably killed a whole different set of people.
They did. Don't worry. You've got your share of guilt.
Yeah. The Polish, I'm like, who did the Polish kill? The Polish feel like they
Polish were pretty persecuted at some point,
and
right?
the Irish too.
There are always like Polish jokes and stuff.
Polish and Irish people, yeah, pretty.
Those stupid Poles.
Yeah, weren't Irish people considered like not white?
Yeah, I mean,
just
yeah,
so insane.
Italian people, and yeah, there was a whole.
People go to great lengths to persecute other people.
Yeah, and to other people.
All right, so I finished sewing on the feathers. And I didn't. The only thing I haven't done is sewn the black bit over the edge in the middle parts where it's not over the feathers. So I'm gonna do that now, and then I'm gonna try it on.
Nice, so excited. After I'm done seam ripping this, I think I will try out the armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get up for that though.
I'm really thinking I can finish this today. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. It is very appropriate that we're talking about aliens and ghosts today, given that I'm working on a Witcher costume and you are working on a Star Trek costume.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
There are definitely ghosts in Witcher. Wraiths, specters. All kinds of monsters.
I was gonna say about talking about like aliens, why they would come or wouldn't, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
In that same thread that I was reading the other day, somebody said, this one reason that aliens may not have come by or checked us out or whatever, or that we might not have discovered them, is because we have discovered so little of even our galaxy. So they were saying like the Milky Way galaxy, let's say if the Milky Way galaxy is the continental United States, then Earth is a speck of dust on a cabinet in Kansas.
Yeah. Yep.
And that the maximum amount of distance that we've traveled in that metaphor would be like gotten out the front door of the house, or maybe across the street.
Yeah.
Like into the next door neighbor's yard.
Yeah, that's the kind of math I'm talking about, where that's what makes me really doubt anything. But then again, it's kind of like.
What do you mean doubt anything?
Doubt encounters.
Gotcha.
But then again, it's kind of like sometimes we question what a god would do or be interested in, but really it's like if they are omniscient and unfathomable, then it's like why wouldn't they be interested in our comings and goings? Like we don't know anything about them, so who's to say? It's kind of like, it goes all back to like, are we living in a simulation? I don't know. Maybe we're a simulation of an alien brain right now.
Yeah. Maybe we're a simulation of our own ancestors.
Oh my god.
I think if aliens have come, it's very likely that they saw our state of affairs and were like, good.
Moving on.
Yeah, and kind of
merely
like
animals.
Yes, exactly. In Star Trek, there's the Prime Directive, which is basically you make an effort not to disturb any primitive societies because you don't want to like affect their timeline.
Oh yeah.
Because then you're responsible for them, kind of.
Yeah, that's kind of like when we have these untouched societies, right?
Yeah.
We don't want to fuck with them.
Leave them alone. Yeah. So I think that it's possible that that's happened. You know, if there's this like highly advanced race, maybe once we achieve warp technology, then we'll become part of the Federation.
Are we still talking about ghosties? Yes, we're talking about ghosties and aliensies.
Aliensies.
Or maybe we are the afterlife. Ooh, whisper Josephine.
I think it's kind of fun to think about this stuff. You know, again, it makes life interesting. And you know, how do I want to phrase this? Not knowing is better, I think.
Not knowing is what? Better?
Better, like than being sure about what runs the universe and everything like that. That's my opinion.
It's nice for life to be a mystery. I agree.
Yeah, ever since I mean, when I kind of let go of religion and spirituality. Well, I won't say that I let go of spirituality. When I let go of religion, I had so much fear around like, but what if there's nothing, you know? And I think there was so much pain around like just not knowing anymore, not knowing what the purpose of everything was and how it all worked. Because when I was Christian, I knew it all, you know, like, or, you know, at least
there was security in it.
Yeah, at least there was a lot of people backing me up and saying, like, yeah, the thing that you believe is true. So like, it's all good. You don't have to worry about anything. And
that's such a nice feeling, isn't it?
It's a nice feeling, yeah, for sure, to just like feel that comfort. And also, you know, when people that you love pass, to feel like they've gone to something bigger and better, and you don't really have to lose them because they're still out there somewhere.
And they're safe and comfortable.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the part that I guess hurts the most for me. Well, I mean, it's something that I don't think about a lot because I think my brain protects me and doesn't allow me to think about that all the time. But like, it's, you know, it's a struggle, that kind of thing, thinking about that. But then on the other hand, if what I believed was true when I was Christian was actually true, like, it's actually kind of a bummer. You know?
What is?
Like, just knowing that, like, so what's the reason for everything? Can you like explain it in scientific terms? No, it's just God. Just God did it. You know, like, I don't know. And I'm not trying to offend anybody, but that was just kind of my experience of being like, first I was afraid.
Then I was petrified.
Thinking I could never live without God by my side.
Well, I have something to say on that.
Yeah, good.
That while I also am no longer Christian, I still am spiritual, and I believe in magic, and in the sense of like, I think creativity is magic, like we were discussing on our camping trip. And I think if like whatever happens to people when they die, I personally think that there still could be an element of magic to that, like just something that we don't know.
Yeah.
And also where you said like, oh, potentially disappointing if everything that you were taught is real. I still think that there's room for magic in that. Like if God made everything, I still think we don't know all, and there is magic involved, you know?
Yeah, I think I agree, but I'm just coming at it from a slightly different angle.
Yeah,
like,
I think so too.
Like I think that it's possible that there is an all-knowing greater being. It's possible that there isn't, and that it's all just like super complex science. And then at that point, like, what's the difference, right?
Yeah.
Maybe that is the thing, you know. But I guess the point that I was trying to get at was like not knowing the answers and being like, there's still so much to discover is so much more exciting than being like, we already know what does that.
I see. Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
So don't stop asking questions. We already know. You know, like.
Well, if we already know, see, that's one thing that I really liked about the church that I was going to for a while is that it was very non-Christian-y. I guess it's a bad way of describing it.
It was like open to science and stuff.
It was. He analyzed God compared to other religions as well, and was like, you know, I think it's possible that they are all the same person. And was very open-minded about what he would talk about, and would reference the Bible, but mostly it was just about like being a good human, and that felt really good to me.
That is good.
I had a point, but I forgot what it was, because Prometheus said the last food should be here, so let me go find it.
Oh my god! Now, if there was a loving God, would he let this happen? Would he let Prometheus send us all of this food that we have to eat on a Tuesday? Would he allow us to have this idea to create this challenge for ourselves and torture ourselves? I'll let you answer that for yourself. If there is a God, if you believe in God, please pray to them that we survive Tuesday's challenge.
Okay, we got
what
an
unboxing.
Is it?
Oh man.
Is my address showing?
Man.
Hopefully not. If you saw it, don't screenshot it. If you do, send me gifts.
But also, you know, we have a
don't stalk me.
Mailbox that we pay for that you could also send gifts to. You know, you don't have to send her personal address. She'll get it.
Oh my god.
What is it?
Escargot! Yay!
Ooh! Yeah, I've had escargot before. Looks like we need bread too. We need a baguette.
Have I had escargot? I think I've had escargot in France. I'm not sure. Wow, thank you, Prometheus.
Thank you, Prometheus. So excited.
Yes. Okay, we should probably, before we stop the stream today, write down everything and with chat figure out, specifically with Prometheus too, try to figure out what goes in order.
Yeah, the chat. Well, actually, let's go ahead and write down everything now. Would you be down for that?
I just have a tiny bit of sewing left, and then I'll be ready. I'm like cool. 1 inch away from finishing my project.
I would write it down, but I just don't have it all on you. So.
Yeah. All right. Yep. Like I said, 1 inch away, and then I'm gonna put it on, and then we'll get to the food. Yay! Yay!
I've totally seam ripped this thing, so now I have to sew it back the other way. But yes. No.
God, I hope this
don't
doesn't
sew
look
it back the way you already sewed it.
Please don't look like shit. Please don't look like shit.
That seems that.
Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Who dat? Oh, thank you for the bits, Paleo.
What a lovely cheer.
Have a great night putting your toddler to bed. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, good night. It's so nice.
All right, I'll be back. I'm gonna go put this on. Okay.
Guys, the reveal is coming. And after she comes back, I'll get my water filter. And we can start making some spots. Real spots. Really cool to think about what all could be out there in the universe. And that's why I love Star Trek so much, because, you know, it dreams, you know, and it allows us to dream about all of the possibilities for bipedal species. Star Trek has gotten a lot of criticism over the years over like all of their aliens being bipedal, looking like humans. And maybe that's fair. In the Orville, they have several characters who are not bipedal. And actually in TNG there's, you know, like the crystalline entity. It's not, but there aren't any really like recurring characters. Something other than bipedal. Tired of saying bipedal so much, but two-legged, walking up on the legs. Now I have that, and once she comes back, I just look at my watercolors. Absolutely, I cherish that construct for myself. Bedtime is a construct. Yeah, right. Imagine your kid giving you that argument. Mommy, bedtime is a construct. Farscape character design is bonkers. Ooh, I don't know about Farscape character design. I haven't really played it. Hey Jake, what's up? All right. Out the seam. Difficult to find quadrupedal actors who will learn the lines. Okay, but listen, you could build a cool puppet thing that's quadrupedal. I'm serious. Like, you've seen those. I don't know if you've seen, but like at Disney World and stuff, they have people walking around like they're on stilts, and then they have their legs on stilts too. That's cool. Like, that could be a character. Just use actual puppetry, you know? I have a lot of respect for puppetry. Miss Farscape Hall. All the designs in Farscape are by the Henson Company, so they're crazy giant puppets. That sounds right up your alley, Jake. And also, I it's up my alley too. Up your alley. Oh, is she back? Here, maybe that's just Pebbles. So earlier we were talking about aliens and ghosts. Should I think of some more ghost stories? I had a friend tell me one time that she had some like pretty crazy experiences, but I don't know. I can't really remember the stories well enough. I know that there was like a statue of a Native American guy. But she told me that a long time ago. The injustice goes on. Yes, Jess. Apparently the feathers are giving her trouble. Oh, I didn't know. I thought you were saying it was a game. Farscape show. Uh-oh, here comes Yennefer. Ooh, Yenny. I was telling her maybe she should get some purple contacts, but she was saying that she would just do it digitally, which is a lot of fun. Some of those, colored contacts that you get from costume shops and stuff are really, really dangerous. Because when they fit you for contacts, like for prescription contacts, they have to like figure out the shape of your eye and everything too, so that it doesn't scratch your cornea. Because it's wrong shape. So be careful with costume contacts, guys. So maybe there are some costume shops that will, or costume contact places that will like take the shape of your eye. Not it. I'm excited for Escargot. It's been so long since I've had it. All I remember was that it was like super salty. We ate it on a baguette, butter. They kind of look a lot like it reminds me a little bit of eating like mussels, you know, like mussels. Which, by the way, if you're in LA, you should go to this restaurant called Meat in Paris, Culver City. They do specials on mussels, and their main thing is mussels. All of these different broths, all of these different flavors. Oh my gosh, my mouth is watering. So good. Oh, he's amazing. Champion. Yeah, as soon as she gets back, we're gonna make a list of all of the food that you got us from PBS. So generous, by the way, and amazing, and also a map. Jake, have you heard about this challenge that we're doing on Tuesday? That place is called Meet in Paris, MEET in Paris, and it's in Culver City. So Jake, we're doing a challenge on Tuesday. It's a food challenge. We're gonna be eating bugs, grasshoppers, silkworms, grubs that are dried. We're going to be eating balut, which is the Filipino dish, I believe. That's like a baby duck. It's partly formed and in the shell, and you like crunch through the bones, and there's feathers and stuff. Apparently, the broth in it is really, really tasty, but there's a whole texture thing. And we're also having durian, which is the part that I'm excited about. It's like a fruit that has a really pungent smell. Escargot, also excited about that. Gonna try haggis. Man, we're gonna be so full by the end of the day. I really should not eat much that day. I don't know what the goal is gonna be yet, JJ. We have to figure that out. But we're gonna try to get a lot of subs, and yeah, we'll see. It'll be crazy. So there's a superstition that you're not supposed to look up into the trees when you're walking alone in Southeast Asia, lest you see a Fontiana. Angry ghost of a woman who died in childbirth.
What do we think?
Oh my god. Oh wait, let's see.
I'm gonna switch it over.
Ooh. Oh my gosh. You look hot. Yes.
Now this would have like a skirt and the boots and everything, but this is the. I took so long because I have her choker, but it broke, so I had to fix it.
Oh my god, you look so great. I love it.
Thank you. It turned out really well.
It really did.
It's gonna look good all together with the pieces.
That is. That is amazing. Yay!
I did hear something rip though, when I like bent over. I heard something snap in the back, and I was like, "Oh no!"
No. Do you think it was the feathers?
Yeah, I think just some little stitch somewhere broke. Yes, WonderCon or Comic-Con, definitely. I've never been to Comic-Con.
No, I've never been to any con.
Oh no? WonderCon's pretty palatable in terms of like going to a con.
Have you already bought tickets to it or whatever?
No. No, it's usually in April, so it's not gonna happen this year.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. You want to have a booth? Maybe not this year, but next year we can try to have a booth.
Hello Goodberry booth?
Yeah, very booth.
Kaylee was on a panel at WonderCon.
Oh yeah? For what?
For GMing.
Oh, cool. Oh, speaking of GMing, we have our cast for our D&D that we're going to be doing on the stream. And so now I just have a lot of prep to do as the GM. Very, very excited. This will be my first GMing. So when you're watching, please be kind and patient. Also, we were going to have like at least one player who's new. So
it'll be fun.
Yes. It'll be really fun.
I'm going to try to pull up the Yennefer image here. It's probably lost in my downloads somewhere.
While you're doing that,
I'm
going to get my watercolors.
Let's see. All right.
So
yeah,
keep everybody entertained, okay?
Okay. Drop my lights a little bit here. Oh, they're at max. Yeah, so she's... Why didn't you put the scarf back on? You were wearing it before? Oh, because I was just trying to show off the shoulders. So, yeah, I guess she kind of has this, like, cuff. I can't get far enough away from my camera. Let's see. Let's try to wrap this. I'm going to take my headphones off. As if I can't hear you all when I take my headphones off. Alright, so let's try to loop this scarf the way she has it. Let's see. Go this way. We'll just pretend I'm wearing a skirt. And put it up like this. Tuck that in. There we go. Black scarf. Hair down. Feathers out. Look at that. Oh my god. It's so close. I'd say that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So now, all I need to finish this costume is her gloves. Yeah, her gloves. And I guess I should get some kind of black skirt. And I have the boots. And I gotta cut these little doohickeys off, I think. Thanks, J-Rock. I'm very happy about this. I'm very happy. The feathers have a really great color. Yeah. So cool. Thanks, Blind Seer. Are my captions working? Maybe I'm too far away. Oh, there it is. I would look good in a burlap sack. Well, thank you. Thank you, Half Donut. You're always welcome to lurk. Yeah, I can't believe I found these feathers that just look exactly like they do in the character representation. I'm super stoked about this. I definitely need to do a photo shoot or something. But as far as a costume goes, for playing Witcher, I pretty much only really need this, I think. Maybe even no scarf, if it's hot. Yeah. Sort of game like this, as Yennefer. Thank you for the gift subs, Blind Seer! That's so nice of you! Those go up to Obox, Radniv, I am the Raven Queen, Chairman, I'm what is that name? Chairman Kim Jung Troop, and Springwinkle. Thank you. So I also need some advice because I am downloading my mods for The Witcher right now, and I don't really know how it works. It says to download Debug Console Enabler and Nexus Mod Manager. So I downloaded the Debug Console Enabler, and I'm kind of just hoping it works from there. Mods for The Witcher 3. Alex!
Hello, what's up?
I'm so happy about this this cosplay. It looks so good.
It looks awesome. You look fantastic.
Thank you.
Yes, you should be happy. So I'm gonna. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I kept like standing up and just looking at it because I'm just so impressed about how accurate the feathers are. Like the color of the feathers is so accurate.
Yeah, it looks just like the picture.
I don't want to cover your face here, but yeah, like look at when I go into the position that she's in.
It looks so good.
It looks just like her.
It looks awesome. Yes.
So simple too. Oh yeah, I might DM you, Blind Seer.
I thought you were trying to.
After Debug Manager, you put the mods into Nexus Mod Manager. So I do need to download Nexus Mod Manager. Okay. Because I do plan on downloading a couple mods.
Yeah. Changing.
Yeah.
What we're doing here.
Yeah. What is a cosplayer? Cosplay is costume play. It is where you dress up as accurately as you can as a character, usually from pop culture, from TV, movies, comic books, video games. So yeah, you can remember cosplay by just thinking of costume and play. It is a what is the word, Alex? A Bildungsroman or something like that? There's a word for that.
Portmanteau.
Portmanteau. That's what it is.
What did you say? Bill's done roaming?
Yeah. What did I say?
What is that?
Bill's
Is
done
that a
roaming.
thing?
It's definitely a thing.
I've never heard that.
What is it?
before.
I don't know. Let's see. Bill's dung Roman definition. What the fuck is that? What did I just say?
All right. So
A
I've got
novel dealing with one person's formative years or spiritual education.
Oh,
It's a literary genre. Okay. Don't know where that came out of.
Okay. Wow, but man, I didn't know that word, so I just learned something. Right, so I've got these watercolors, and I was told by someone of good authority that Jadzia's spots were done with watercolor.
That's
Original.
wild to me. I wouldn't think they'd
Yeah.
stay on. Thank you
Well,
for the cheers, Finetti.
They're supposed to be. Thank you. They're supposed to be. Well, I'm gonna send you a picture of them. Sorry that you're seeing in my closet my socks.
Oh, we're still in the duo chat, so we can't see it.
Oh, okay, good. That actually. Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to stay on this screen, then you can just forget about that camera, but don't exit out of it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't mind going to that camera, but just let me.
Oh my god, do I have the best thing ever right now? Hold on, wait for it.
Do you have the best thing ever?
Yep, wait for it. I wish you were here to take a picture of me. Hold on.
Easy. No, you
Gotta move the chair for this.
All the time, you really want to be here.
You know what I'm gonna do.
I know. Perfect.
Henry, I love how you matched me to go to the ball.
The ball. The festival. The King's Festival.
Ooh, la la.
Oh la la. Hey,
Handsome boy.
uh,
We're such a cute couple.
really are. I think I'll see them.
Whoa. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave these feathers on Henry. I kind of like that.
That's great. He's festive.
I think that's pretty cute. It's pretty cute, Henry. Not gonna lie.
So I'm gonna take my headphones off just for a second to put my hair back in a ponytail. I'm gonna do a pseudo Jadzia look. Her hair is always like it's combed back, up and back. She always has this nice. I mean, I'm not doing this today, but she has like nice body, kind of like that.
Yeah. A
There.
big poof.
That. And it looks like I'm probably gonna need to
You know,
pin my inches back.
your second camera is actually coming through a lot more
Hang on,
clear
I
than
can't
your.
hear you.
Oh.
Second.
I forgot she took her headphones off.
Bobby pins.
No, MFG. This is software that does it automatically.
What's that?
I was saying your second camera is much more clear than your first camera. Your first camera is pretty
So weird.
potato. So want me to swap cameras?
I can try
Actually,
to adjust
it might be nice to have both views because aren't you doing it on that
Yeah,
side of your face?
that was what my plan was.
Oh,
yeah.
nice. Yeah, I'll when you're ready, I'll switch it back over.
Yeah, and yeah, can you just make it so that you're not seeing? I don't know. I just didn't have time to like straighten them.
Look at that. I forgot we had this set up.
I like that. Okay. Cool. So actually, and now I need to find a picture of Jadzia's spots so that I can.
Okay,
That
yeah,
much
you can
work.
send that to me and I can put it up on the screen so we can see what's going on. I'm gonna re-add the captions in here. Do you want just the side view or do you want the front view as well?
Front and side is fine.
Okay, just checking.
So, just a chicken.
Just chicken. Just chicken.
I'm gonna send you screenshots of both of these. Well, no, you may not send me alerts. Shut up. Blocking you, dumbass.
Yes, I should have said there is a house elf doing the captions. Dabina is doing our captions.
We love Davina, and we have her. She's doing them by choice.
Yeah, we pay her. She doesn't take our money, but we've been putting it in a college fund for her.
What?
House elves notoriously just don't want to accept our money.
Yeah, they just love. Davina specifically really loves helping us. Trying to find an image. Screenshot for you that doesn't have stuff in the way.
Do you have an image that you're working off of, or is this what you're trying to find right now?
Yeah, that's what I'm finding right now. Actually, this one.
I'm excited for this. It's gonna look awesome.
Willie is trying to crawl into my lady parts. Oh,
Willie, don't be inappropriate.
It was not allowed.
Willie, that's your mom, not your girlfriend. Gross.
I want to go back home. This is where I was born from.
Well, that's on you. You did tell him that.
That's true.
You say, you came out of my belly. I birthed you.
I birthed you, boy. Alright, so I'm sending that to you now. Okay. There you go.
And let's see. Ooh, nice. These look like cheetah spots.
Yeah, they are kind of like cheetah spots.
Cool.
All I want to do is zoom, 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 zoom.
Jadzia.
Okay. Should I get quite a higher quality?
Okay.
And
Let's pull her in. Jadzia incoming. Oh, where'd she go? She's not in there. Oh, I forgot I have to save it as a JPEG. Here we go.
I also Googled trill spots pattern, so I could see like what the actual
Cool. There she is.
Oh gosh.
I'm gonna move your captions actually so that it doesn't cover your face. There we go.
All right, so I'm going to
D20. The two of you are the motivation to work out how to put something together for the upcoming Jasper Day games. I'm hoping to move on from random bits of shapeless cloth to oddly shaped cloth. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad that you felt inspired by the stream.
That's D20?
Yeah.
Chris? Hi!
You know D20?
Awesome. Yeah, we played with D20. Remember Chris in the Star Wars.
Oh, I didn't know your username. Hi.
Yeah. Say hello to our friend. Yeah, I hope your road works out better this time than it did last time. Just stick with it. I don't know if you were here earlier, but most of what I've done this stream is undoing stuff that I screwed up last time. So, all right, so I'm gonna do a test here. You guys see? Hang on. Let's see. I'll do a test here. I feel like that's dark. They're watercolors, so they're light. Might have to do.
Yeah, and it seems like you could wipe it away pretty easily if you screw up, which you won't.
No, it's gonna be perfect the first time. Don't worry. Okay, that's good. All right. So let's see. Such a small image. It's hard to see.
Are you looking at the one that I put up?
Yeah.
I can also change her so that she's facing the right way if that's helpful.
No, it's okay. I got it.
You sure?
Yeah. I think, you know, the important thing is that it all kind of looks a little bit random. It doesn't have to be like perfect, you know?
Yeah.
All right. We got a few spots.
I'm not doing anything, so I'm gonna switch this.
What, you're gonna move yourself away?
I'm gonna try and flip her.
Okay.
I don't know how to do that though. Let's see.
And
No, that's not it. Does anybody know how to flip stuff in OBS?
Maybe right click it and do transform.
Oh yes, clever girl.
Yeah.
There it is.
I'm slowly becoming the real mastermind.
Yes.
Have you noticed? Right.
Co-pilot masterminds.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a competition, it's a collaboration.
Do you want me to make her bigger?
It's okay, I'm looking at a different image.
Okay.
I mean, I'm looking at the same image, but bigger. Hey, yeah, and it kind of goes up into her hair.
Okay, well, while you're doing this, Blind Seer, are you still here? Because I will download what I need to download for the Witcher mods while we're streaming.
This is good to know too, because it's going to tell me exactly how long this will take when I want to go sometime.
Well, it'll take you a little less time
a while.
once you're used to it, yeah.
Sure. I like it already. I'm like, oh, do I want this tattooed on me all the time?
Yeah, that looks so accurate already.
Thank you. I can see behind my own ear. That's a challenge.
My music keeps stopping over here. Oh,
Miss anything from Michigan? And sorry, that's totally random. Go ahead.
Please, no, please. Oh, is it my internet? I hope it's not my internet. Okay, we're back. What were you gonna say?
If you were to say that you missed anything from Michigan, what would it be?
Oh, easy access to the lakes. Easy.
I was just thinking about the lakes, and that's actually why I asked that. But I was thinking about North Carolina lakes because I grew up near a lake. And I was like, I miss being able to just go and hang out on the lake.
You're never more than 15 minutes from a lake in Michigan.
Oh, dang, that's cool.
And you can go to most of them, swim in a lot of them. So yeah, I love the Great Lakes. I love the tranquil little lakes. I shot a movie in Michigan a couple years ago. In the UP, was it in the UP? It was in northern Michigan at least. Yeah, it was in northern Michigan. And it was at a cabin on a Great Lake, but there was also a smaller lake that was in the middle of this small town, and it was so idyllic, just surrounded by pine trees, a little dock that I would sit at on a, on a crisp, sunny summer day. Ugh, just the best. Chifrika says 100%. Yeah.
In the spring, it gets pretty nice and warm.
Yeah, I think it's pretty warm now-ish, but I think it's so wonky, like I was saying. It could be 70 degrees and then it could be 45. But I don't think it gets into the 80s until a little bit later.
A lot of places like that on that hemisphere are similar. It's like, you don't like the weather? Wait 5 minutes.
Yeah. What do you miss most about North Carolina?
Well, actually, I was thinking of the lakes when I asked you.
Of North Carolina?
Yeah, I mean, the lake that we had in our town was man-made. That's kind of a bummer. But
Speaking of man-made, I just went to Silver Lake and to the Silver Lake Park for the first time on Sunday.
yeah?
Yeah, I'd never just gone to the lake and hung out.
Huh. How was it?
It was nice. Have you been?
Yes. Is it? Wait, I think is it the one that's like by the reservoir?
Well, it's the lake in Silver Lake. It's man-made. And I don't know if there's multiple parks around it. There probably are, but there's one park in particular that is pretty big that you can go walk around in.
I don't know if
Okay, I'm downloading the Vortex Mod app right now.
What's that?
Because I was told I needed to download that. Apparently it manages mods? Question mark?
For what?
Blind Seer, come back! For Witcher. So... Let's see. I need to unpack the bin folder from my archive into my Witcher 3 game directory and replace if needed. Okay. Yeah, sure.
So, what mods are you trying to add to it? Are there like updates?
I will tell you. Let's see. Oh no, I lost my page. Witcher 3 mods. I am gonna download mainly. It looks a little old. It looks a little dated. So there's a mod that increases the appearance of it and gives it more detail. Let's see. Yes. Oh, I thought that was it. Oh, there's one where you can make his face Henry Cavill's face. I'm not gonna do that one. I don't think I need that one.
That's awesome. Are you sure?
You know, the face isn't that cute actually that they put on. Like the whoever designed it, it's like a gross version of his face. Where is it? Where is the mod? HD reworked? Yes, there it is. Crisper, more detailed models and textures. Yes, that is what I want. That's really the only one that I want. But I guess I don't. There's a mod that lets you you become very encumbered by your weight, by your carry weight in this game, which is so annoying.
Yeah,
so,
that was a big problem in Skyrim too. So annoying. Especially if you're like a hoarder like me.
Yeah, and if you
want to hold on to everything.
Like, I know that there are encumbrance rules in D&D too, and I'm like, who actually uses those?
I know, right?
I've never used encumbrance. Okay, what would Witcher be filed under? No, it's not Ubisoft. Maybe I should just search for it. Witcher, toss a coin to your Witcher. That's not correct. Let's see. Witcher. Pull it up, pull it up, pull it up. It applies the mods to my games for me. Okay, great. It says twins in. Great, great, great. Because I don't know how to do it. Why can I not find where my Witcher is installed? Guess I gotta open up Steam.
Woo!
That was fast, Alex.
Yeah, right? It's actually not taking as long as I expected.
Alright, let's see. Manage. Browse local files. Where are you stored? Oh, it is under Steam. Okay. And I'm replacing the bin folder? That seems so sketchy. God, this is when I modded Among Us and I was like, I have no idea what I'm fucking doing.
Yeah, but I really want to do that. I'll play that again with all the mods.
Me too. We should play with friends too. That'd be fun.
Yeah, we should. I was talking to some of our mutual friends and they were saying that they wanted to do it, so.
Oh, let me make sure I get this right. Okay, if anybody twins in, if anybody in chat knows what I'm supposed to be doing, that would be great.
Right. Well, I can go farther down on my neck, probably. But it's kind of one side.
Do you have to do it on both sides?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna replace this bin. Okay, I did it. That was scary. Oh, you always renamed it? God. Shit. I didn't do that. Shit! I looked at your comment too late. Can I control Z? I can.
Good.
Yes, I control Z'd it. Alright.
You went, oh! What?
Because I could undo it. I'll do old bin. There we go. And then put bin in here. Great. Great, great, great. Okay, then I downloaded the Vortex Mod Manager. Gonna open that puppy up. Yes. Does it go all the way down her neck?
Yeah.
Okay.
Down her neck, and down her sides and legs. But you know, for the uniform off.
Oh, here it goes. It's opening. Vortex Mod Manager. All right. Select a game to manage. Witcher? The Witcher?
Jess, when I watched Star Trek again.
When?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Whenever we have our next watch party? Although we should probably try to change it up since our last party was Star Trek.
What would you want to watch?
Princess Bride.
You haven't seen it, right?
Princess Bride?
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen it.
You have seen it.
I have. Yes. Oh, I don't know what to do now. I don't know what to do now. Where are the instructions for what to do once you download the Vortex? I'm supposed to add Witcher. Open Nexus page. Okay. Oh. So I download the mods directly from this website? Whoa, really? Whoa, really?
Can't see behind me.
What was that, Alex?
But it's hard to paint this back part of my neck because I can't see it. But so I might have to actually start watching the camera.
Steam apps, common, The Witcher 3. Steam apps,
Someone do this part.
Witcher 3.
Probably good for now.
Let's see, content maybe? No. I'm not doing this correctly.
Have you screwed that up?
I might have screwed it up. I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know.
I don't
We
know.
started watching Outlander again.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's been a long time, but Kind of gave up on it for a while, but seems like it's getting interesting again.
I never finished the first season.
You knew the first one? First season's like super interesting, I thought.
I think it's because I read the book, so I got bored.
Oh, I see.
With it. I didn't think it was as good at the time, but that was a while ago. And you know, when I first started watching Game of Thrones, I thought it was boring.
Did you read the books first for that too?
So the process was, I watched the first 2 episodes or so, and I thought it was boring. And then I read the books, and then I went back and I got obsessed with the books and the TV show. So I don't know what I was thinking when I first started watching that. Just goes to show. You can change.
Yes, things to shine.
I'm not doing this right. I'm not doing this right. Go to the mod you want, click on the file section. There should be a link that says Mod Manager Download. Tell the computer to open the link with Vortex. There's nothing. I think maybe I shouldn't have put that bin in there. So I'm gonna undo that. Rename. Bin. Mod. Old bin. Gotta rename you to bin. Ah! Yep, that was it.
Old Ben,
There we go.
farmer down the way.
Okay. I need my glasses.
Dead for 50 years.
My desk is just covered in string and tape.
Yeah.
Many Witcher 3 mods add or edit game scripts. These mods need to be merged using a tool called Witcher 3 Script Merger. Vortex can attempt to download and configure the merger for you automatically. Before doing so, ensure your account has full read-write permissions to your game's directory. The script merger can be installed. I don't
That's fun, right? I got chops.
What are you saying?
You not hear me?
I can't understand what you're saying.
Said I got spouts.
You got stones?
Spouts.
Star Wars?
Spots. I have a spot. I got Star Wars.
Okay, cool. Witcher is added. Okay, let's fucking download some mods, yo.
Look at my spots, Jess.
They look awesome.
Yes.
They look amazing. They look just like the picture.
Thanks. Yay. Okay, now I'm gonna do the other side. So if you want to flip it back, feel free.
The picture?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Andy's gonna come home and be like, what?
Honey, you're dating a nerd.
You got a trail in
You
the
married a
house.
nerd. You married a bird!
He's a bird.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you're right, twins. And this mod is 9 gigs. Adding.
Woo.
Worth it.
Gigs is a lot.
Download. Vortex. Slow download. Yep. I'm not paying. For the speed, I can handle the slow. I was born slow.
Got the need. The need.
I have to log into Vortex. I didn't make an account.
I guess you have to.
I guess I had to make an account. Aha, I did make an account.
Yay.
Yeah?
The other side, Jess.
You're what? What about the other side?
I need the picture again. Oh wait.
It's up.
Oh, never mind.
It's just on the same side.
Okay, here we go. What do you guys think, guys? Feel like my Star Wars spots?
Looks great.
You trolling. You're trolling good.
Oh my god, this is gonna take forever to download.
Yeah. How would you do your makeup as Yennefer?
Oh, good question. Probably just like a smoky eye. She has kind of a light lip, I think.
Lily?
Yeah.
When you do a smoky eye, you want to do a, understated lip. That's the rule.
Unless you're going for a vampire look. Yeah,
That's kind of vampy vibes.
She's got a natural lip, very smoky eye. Oh, I forgot. She has these kind of like lacy thigh highs as well, like thigh high socks, and I did get those as well. I totally forgot about that. Okay, I just need the gloves and the skirt, and I'll be all set. And then I gotta recruit Alex to take a picture of me.
Sure. Glad to help.
Man, these Yennefer cosplays are so good. They're so detailed. I'm gonna be very casual Yennefer cosplay.
I think that's okay. You've already got a lot of the look down just with your hair.
Yeah.
I think that'll add to it that you won't be wearing a wig.
But hey, if Renaissance Fair opens this year, then I could go as Yennefer. That'd be fun.
Yeah. I love the Ren Fair. We went there for my birthday one year.
Oh yeah?
It was like 2 years ago.
I miss going to things with crowds. Woof, this is gonna take an hour to download. My goodness.
Things are worth the wait.
Am I gonna do purple eyes? Ooh.
Well, you and I talked about that, and I was just telling them a minute ago that you were saying you
Photoshop?
do it digitally. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. If it's a cosplay picture, definitely gonna do that digitally. If I'm gonna go to Ren Fair, no, not worth it.
Nah.
Especially because you need sunglasses the whole time. So sunny.
Depends.
Yeah, I guess I've only been on really hot days.
Yeah, it's like overcast. That'd be okay.
What other mods are there for Witcher? What are the other good mods out here? Let's see.
So the mod that you just downloaded does what again?
It makes everything higher definition. So it's like the game is a little old, so it looks a little old. Not as bad as Skyrim, not nearly as bad as Skyrim, but this kind of like upgrades everything and makes it look newer.
Did the company that made the game come out with that, or did somebody do that?
No. Uploader is Hulk Hogan. Oh yes, I need the weight limit mod.
Well, I played Skyrim on Xbox. So I didn't really mod anything. Just playing that.
Yeah, but what's nice about gaming on Xbox is you don't need a, super gaming PC for it to work fast. And I just remember when I was using my gaming laptop and playing Assassin's Creed side by side with Garrett on his Xbox, his was so much faster.
Really? Wow. I mean, my old 360 is pretty slow, but
360. What was he on? Maybe he was on.
Maybe one.
What's the newest one called?
Well, the most recent one that's actually available is an Xbox One, but there's a brand new one. I doubt he had that.
No, he didn't have the brand new one. Okay. All quest objectives on the map. Maybe I'll download that one later because I don't really remember. Auto apply oils. That one looks, that seems like I need that. Let's see. Yeah, let's get that one.
Yay! This is pretty fun.
Yeah. It's kind of like shaping, changing the shape of your face too. Yeah, contouring it.
I mean, the actress who plays Jadzia Dax is just so gorgeous. Very feral.
Very what?
Gorgeous. She's just so... Oh, Terry Farrell is her name.
Ah. Color contacts are so expensive, are they?
Yeah.
Fast travel from anywhere is key. Yes, I should download that mod. Good point. Good point. Let's go back and download that too. How much room do I have left on my C drive? I don't think there's that much left. 85 gigs. Okay. Well, that's enough for these mods. If I uninstall Valhalla, that'll be fine. Or just put stuff on my D drive.
I should make my box.
Okay, fast travel is being downloaded. Okay, what else we got? I think those were the basics mainly. Debug console enabler, indestructible items, no more weapon degradation. That's pretty cool. Because weapon degradation is stupid, but I'll wait on that one. It means the longer you use your weapons, they get damaged and you have to fix them. Which is like, I get it. It's trying to make it more realistic, but
yeah.
I don't really care
But also,
about
I'm a magic guy with powers, and I don't want to deal with shit.
Yeah. High quality faces. The main NPCs. Oh, that's only 74 megabytes. Yeah. We'll add that.
Why not?
Yeah. I want better faces.
Time in here.
Talk us through it, Alex. What's how you feeling? Is it hard?
I mean, I feel awesome about this. I love it. Actually, I love this look. And it's not that hard to do, to be honest. You just kind of have to let yourself make random shapes that are, I mean, there's a lot of these little like C shapes that I'm making. And like little V's like that. So yeah, I mean, I really am enjoying doing this. I've wanted to do this ever since I started watching the show. Like, oh, I want to put that makeup on. That looks like so much fun.
So it's C shapes and V shapes that you're kind of going for.
Yeah, and like blobs every now and then. So yeah, just kind of trying to make it a little seem random, also cohesive. It reminds me a little bit of like a giraffe or a cheetah.
Yeah. Hadrian's wondering, do we think they had a set pattern they stuck to for the show? I'm guessing they had some kind of like applique that was identical for each episode.
I don't think so, actually.
You think they hand painted it every time?
I think they did. No,
really?
Star Trek, and how they, you know, they would put on Worf's makeup fresh every single day. Klingon, you know, like they had a really big makeup team.
Wow, that's so intense.
Yeah, right. People, you gotta respect it.
Yeah. Hadrian's also wondering if I finished my Yennefer costume. Yes, I did. Would you like to see?
Also, Hadrian, do you remember, did you grow up in North Carolina? And if you did, Do you remember learning about the lighthouses? And can you tell me which are which? I remember that Ocracoke was a small white one, and I can't remember if Hatteras is the spiral one or if it's the oh yeah, I forgot. Or the one with the diamonds.
I've got her necklace as well. Her choker.
And amazing.
And the scarf, but it is too warm in my apartment for the scarf.
That's so...
Hadrian doesn't know, he says.
All right. Did you study it and you just forgot, or you never studied it?
Hadrian? He said I did grow up there. Should know that, but don't know off the top of my head.
Yeah, what kind of... Come on, man. Gonna take away your North Carolina card. I don't know about the lighthouses. They're gonna take away my card too. I've been away for long enough. I literally have a new ID, so. Let's see. Back of my neck.
Well, I got some pot roast I made yesterday that I'm pretty excited to get to.
Ooh, I'm hungry. I want to eat it.
And chat, guess what? I'm probably getting a puppy soon.
So excited.
If I get my puppy on Sunday, then I will have him for our food challenge stream.
Oh no.
So
It's gonna be
I
wild.
can show him off. I'm so excited. I really want a little buddy.
He's gonna be so sweet.
A little
Do
buddy.
you think like if they, I mean, I guess you're gonna meet him, right? So you're gonna see
Yeah.
this fit.
Yeah.
But do you think that there's any chance you might not end up with him? Like,
Yeah, I think there's a chance that I won't. Because I don't want to rush into anything. I went to go see a dog that I thought was pretty cute, and when I met the dog, I was like, nah, the energy isn't for me.
right?
It was just very, like, all over the place and skittish, and yeah. But this is a puppy, so it's a little easier, I think, with puppies. I really hope it looks like that image I sent. The Maltese Corgi mix. Okay, chat, help me identify what this dog looks like.
Definitely a terrier mix.
Yeah, I think there's definitely terrier. Let's see. Let me save him. And I know that different dog breeds can be in the same litter, so I guess it isn't so apropos to guess based on his brother. But his brother is so curly that I'm like wondering if there is any poodle or Maltese in him. Okay. Yeah, let's hope Pebbles approves. Yeah. So is it just more demand in LA for rescue dogs? Yeah. Crazy demand. What I had to do this morning to get the appointment with this dog is my new method is every night I'll scour all of the listings on Facebook and all the different rescues, and they're all closed, so no one can contact them. And then I woke up right when they opened, and I tried to get an appointment with this dog, and somebody already had an appointment with his brother, and luckily no one had an appointment with him. So yeah, it's just tough.
Yes, there's when we were looking for Willie, it was like such a long process too. All right, I think I'm done with the up close camera. Jess, we can go back to duo mode if you like.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm just gonna add a few more on here.
Okay, here's the dog that I'm hopefully getting. What breed are you? What breed are you?
I'm a cutie breed.
What are you?
God, Jess, you can't just ask the dog what they are.
What breed are you? You're so cute. And this is his brother. So
Wait, let me see.
way more curly. I think maybe this one has popped ears too, but maybe he's just scared or something.
That picture.
But this one's
Let me see the one you were looking at again.
Go back to the main one.
Yeah.
Go back to Ollie.
Oh. He
know.
really does remind me of BB.
But check it out. Okay, so this is a Maltese. Actually, is this a Maltese Corgi mix? Let me check it out. Let me just make sure. Maltese mixed with any dog
does
is
have
so
like
cute.
corgi ears.
Yeah, well, that's why some are saying Chihuahua.
Oh,
Okay, so this
yeah.
is Maltese and Welsh Corgi. So let me show you what this Google search image is. Like, look at that. That looks just like him.
Oh yeah, that does look like him.
But he looks a little more terrier, right? Than this?
Yeah. Then again, I don't know. They look really similar.
Here, I'll put him back up again. Yeah, I could do a DNA test.
They're expensive.
Are they?
What's the point? It's healthy.
Yeah. Like, that looks pretty similar.
Yeah.
But he looks a little more Chihuahua than those, doesn't he? Like, his face is a little smaller.
Yeah. His face does look a little bit more like pushed in.
Yeah, definitely. Because he's got a little BB in him.
He got a little.
But the coloring is so similar to these dogs.
Yeah, it really is. Very, very corgi coloring.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Hadrian. But I guess, you know, in a dog litter, there can be different dog breeds. So it's not necessarily Maltese if his brother's Maltese. Yeah,
True.
it doesn't. Well, the only reason it does matter is because I'm trying to figure out how big he's gonna get.
Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, just looking at him, they say that you can look at their paws and tell about how big they're getting. Okay.
He's only 6 pounds. He's got pretty little paws.
Yeah, just looking at him, I don't feel like he's gonna get really big.
So no educated guesses, huh? This is my closest guess here. This.
I mean, I think Chihuahua Terrier mix is pretty good guess.
Chihuahua Terrier, but I would never get a Chihuahua Terrier, I don't think.
Why?
They're too wiry. I like fluffy dogs, so
I mean, he does look wiry.
Yeah, but he also looks a little fluffy though too. Cause I like the fluffers.
I mean, you might fall in love. That's the thing too, is like we have these ideas of what we want, and then you go and you meet them, and they love you and are so sweet.
Yeah.
Really hard to be like, sorry, you're not fluffy enough.
Totally. Yeah. That's the main thing, is I really hope I fall in love with whatever dog I get, you know. Oh, because I didn't want a short-haired cat, and then I found Pebbles, and she's the best.
All right, I think my spots are done.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Beautiful. I want to pull up your other camera because it's a little more. We can't really tell on this camera. It's really pixelated. Yeah. Very nice.
Thank you.
Looks good. Make sure you take a picture.
Yeah, for sure. I'll see if I can get like close to one of her outfits or something. They call that like not a Disney wrap. What do they call it?
What are you trying to think of?
When you do a Disney cosplay that's not really like full on.
Disney bounding.
Bounding. So it's like Star Trek bounding.
Yeah.
Stop looking.
Well, cool. Successful cosplay part 4.
Yeah, we did.
Finally!
Woohoo!
We had some accomplishments.
Yes, we accomplished some things. And yeah, the jacket is still gonna take many more streams. Oh yeah, and Hadrian's right. Some of the wiry coats are softer than you think. Like for example, BB looks pretty wiry, but when I shave her down, she is so soft. We call her like a little river otter.
Oh yeah.
So slick.
I don't know if that's why it's called Disney bounding. That's a good question. If it's because you're pushing the boundaries of the rules against cosplay. And actually, it probably is. You know who would know that? The answer to that question is Lexi, because she does a lot of Disney bounding.
Gotcha.
So we'll have to remember to ask her on Monday.
So you're eating a pot roast for dinner, huh?
Yes, I put it in yesterday, and then a friend of mine made me a really nice lunch, and I was quite full, so I didn't eat my pot roast. So.
Well, now you have it.
I got a lot to eat tonight. And yeah, the rest of the week, let's see, tomorrow's Friday, so we're off until Monday. We have our cooking stream with Lexi. I'm not sure what the theme is yet.
Depending on if Andy's working or not, he might stream some gaming.
That would be great.
We'll see. He's been working all week, so he might just want a day to himself to like do nothing. But
so we have.
I don't know. We'll see.
The food challenge on Tuesday. That'll be later, probably. That's probably gonna be like 7 to 9. Or, you know, however late it ends up going, because April's going to be there. So she always gets us so off track. Wednesday is the dungeon run. Oh. Thursday is community game day, right? We're going to try and do that next week?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, actually, weren't we going to ask the chat to, like, rate which thing...
The foods! Like, I should have been doing that the whole time, but I was so focused on my mods. Okay, let me do that list really quick before we get off stream.
Yeah, I think that's smart.
Okay. Let us make a list
so we're doing
of food.
For anybody who's just joining or doesn't know what we're talking about, we're doing a food challenge where we're eating foods that are new to us and some might consider a little risky. So we're eating bugs, silkworms, dried grubs, grasshoppers. We're eating haggis, escargot, durian, balut, if April can get it.
Squid ink, which Prometheus said was for Lexi, but there's 2 packs of it, so we're definitely going to try that.
Okay, great.
And what was the testicles thing?
Oh, yeah, Rocky Mountain oysters.
Which is beef testicles?
Beef testicles, yeah.
Why the fuck are they called Rocky Mountain oysters? That's so deceiving for somebody who loves seafood.
Yeah, it's very strange. So yeah, tune in on Tuesday. We're gonna be. So we want you to help us decide what foods, which one needs to be at the top of the fulfillment bar. So yeah, we're gonna have like a bar, obviously, that's like building up to things, right? It's the same way we did the spicy challenge. We were there for that. So help us decide what is the top of the challenge there. What's the most challenging food from that list? I think balut is kind of up there because I've heard several people talk about it. People from Filipino culture, people, all over the world being like, I don't know, balut is kind of, you should give it a try. Oh, we're also doing preserved eggs, century eggs.
I put duck eggs. But I should put century eggs?
Yeah, I think they are called century eggs, right?
Okay, so I'm putting them in the chat right now. Oh man, I wish I could format that better. We need to rate these. So we're thinking, you said durian, you think should be at the bottom, right?
Beginning, yeah.
Beginning.
It's like a little appetizer.
And then probably the eggs, right? Because you said that was pretty tasty.
Yeah, I think century eggs are fine. They're not that weird.
Bugs, I think should go pretty close to the top.
I think bugs should be up there. Yeah, I am pretty nervous about eating bugs.
I'm gonna put escargot between durian and duck eggs.
Okay, yeah, I think that's fair. Haggis doesn't need to be too high up either. But then again, I don't know. Maybe we should look up what exactly. I need to look up what a century egg is, like what the process is.
Ew, beef testicles. Ew, I don't want to.
Yeah, century egg. let me. Okay, so a century egg. Okay, so they are made by preserving eggs in a mixture of clay, ash, salt, quicklime, and rice hulls for several weeks to several months, depending on the method of processing. So through the process, the yolk becomes dark green to gray color with a creamy consistency and strong flavor due to the hydrogen sulfate and ammonia present. Yeah, so that's the story on that. And then haggis. Let's look up what haggis is. Haggis is a savory pudding containing what?
Pudding?
Question mark? Yeah. Containing sheep's heart, liver, and lungs, minced with onion, oatmeal, suet, which is like fat, around the organs, spices, and salt mixed with a stock in an animal's stomach.
All right, so I think this is the order. Durian, escargot, century eggs, haggis, squid ink, beef testicles, balut, bugs.
You think bugs are at the top?
Yeah, do you not? Do you think balut's worse?
I don't want to be insensitive to anybody who loves balut.
Wait, what is balut again?
Balut is the whole baby duck.
Yeah, that's worse.
Through its bones.
I was getting the balut mixed up with the durian. Yup, that's going at the fucking top.
Yeah, I think that one's fun, and that's what Prometheus is saying too. Balut.
Yeah. Oh, we should get a blood sausage.
Where though? That's.
Where to buy blood? I think you could get it in LA. There's everything here.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Gourmet Sausage Co. Is it legal in the U.S.?
Any good butcher shop should be able to make it. Yeah, but I don't think people out here would even know what it is. A lot of butcher shops out here are Mexican and they're really, really good. But I don't think that movies.
Yeah, I don't know if blood sausage
trained in the ways of making blood sausage.
So there's a place. There's a meat market that sells blood sausages.
You know what?
In Hollywood.
Are you thinking you'll go to that and check it out?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Maybe while you're there, you should see if you can get some chicken feet.
We should ask Averill to get us a chicken feet.
Or pig's feet.
Actually,
in my culture, pickled pig's feet of North Carolina, pickled pig's feet was a thing.
Really?
Yeah, and I've never tried it.
Let's see. There's a meat market. I mean, I can try going to the meat market and see what they have.
Yeah, try it out.
It's not too far from where I'm at, so.
Yeah, if you have time, give it a go. Find, maybe you can also, if you can't find that, look for like chitlins, which is like beef intestine, I believe.
I'm gonna write these down. I'm gonna write these down. Okay, so blood sausage, chitlins,
chicken feet,
pig's feet.
Don't tempt you. Oh no, Prometheus.
What?
You've already done these as don't tempt me to get more stuff.
You think so, Jake? There's a couple of British pubs around the valley that might sell blood sausage. You think so?
On the valley? I know that there's one in Santa Monica.
There is one in the valley too. I've been to it. I thought it was Irish.
Isn't it called like Pip Pip Cheerio? Tea time.
Well, I doubt it's open now. British restaurant valley.
Maybe they're doing takeout.
Blood sausage takeout. Robin Hood British pub. Yeah, I've been there. I wonder, maybe they might have blood sausage. Let's check out their menu.
Now I'm getting hungry.
Bangers and mash.
Bangers and mash. Hey, let me put a banger in your mouth.
Bang it off.
Oh, and yeah, so we also need to make rice
Nope.
mashed potatoes, and oh, when you're out at the store, could you also pick up a baguette? Because that's how you're supposed to eat.
Baguette. Oh, and your liver.
Baguette.
We have your liver too.
Yes, the liver. Oh, yes. Okay, so I need to remember to bring the durian and the liver, and actually also have it.
I'm putting it on this list for us.
Okay, great. Thank you.
So where should liver go? Maybe like before the century eggs?
Liver should go.
Before the haggis?
I'm actually more nervous about liver than I am about haggis.
Than about haggis?
I
really?
eaten liver recently and did not enjoy it. So.
Really? Okay, I'll put it between haggis and squid ink.
I think squid ink should be above. How should we eat the squid ink? Should we maybe just like put it on some rice?
I don't know.
Just, like,
Prometheus, how should we eat the squid ink? Okay, you're saying it's incredible, so should we put it...
Well,
you guys are saying all of these things are good.
well, I guess we'll find out.
I also have
we're not
heard...
calling it like a gross food challenge because we don't know if it's, you know, I like love these we've never tried. So
yeah,
it's just a food discovery challenge. Maybe that's what we should call it.
Food discovery challenge. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we've got a good list going. Yeah, thank you for hanging out with us a little late today.
Nice.
But yeah,
so lovely.
Oh, one more comment. Ingredient, not eating it straight up. Okay, so we'll have to look up some way to eat it.
Yeah,
Scrounge
maybe we can
something
put
up.
it into some pasta sauce.
We'll have rice too.
Yeah, what if we just like squirted it on some rice and then just like...
Yeah.
Would that do?
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Just I guess good night. Have a good weekend. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah.
Community game day next Thursday. We're gonna play golf with friends, but if you'd like to play anything else, let us know in the Discord or DM us, whatever. We want to have fun with you. So yeah.
Join us. Yeah, I'd love to play with you, and yeah, see you very soon.
Let's see who's online to raid.
Pasta.
Who's online? Oh, I don't see anyone I know online. What's up with this? What's up with this? No one I know?
Hang on, let me check it out. Let me just look at my list, my personal list.
Your personal list. Oh, Vince is online.
Oh, Hyper. Zobo Cat on?
Let's see.
Who do Zobo Cat forgot?
What is she making? Some ramen.
Oh my gosh, I'm so hungry.
Oh, there's oh, this is cool. Mira Scarlett's doing some body art. She's doing some costume makeup. Let's do that.
Oh.
That's on theme.
Oh, that's kind of like what we did today. Body art.
Yeah, she just got up from her chair, but her face looks amazing.
Yay.
All right, cool. Well, tell them hello for us, and we will see you on Monday for our cooking stream. And Lexi will premiere her camping video, hopefully. We'll get in touch with her about that. Bye.
Cool. Love you guys. Bye-bye.